Hello? Oh, there it is.
Steam.
Stream configuration. Initializing stream. Determining. It's everywhere. It's thousands. Oh, where are we going?
He's crossing the streams.
Oh, we went from Mexico to Texas to Canada back to Texas. We had a trip, but we're here now.
That sounds like the life of Wolfkid.
From Texas to Mexico to Canada, then back to Texas.
Now I'm thinking of the Animaniacs song.
Oh God, no. I mean, yes, I love the Animaniacs, but God, no.
Okay, move
Oh
on.
no, viewers! You actually have a stream for once.
Yay!
It's like we've actually become consistent again at the very end.
Yes.
Debatable.
I mean, I'm taking this as a lesson. From now on, we're just gonna attempt to start an hour early, which means we're gonna start on time.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
To what may very, very well be the final session of the Exhibit 13 campaign.
You mean I'm gonna have to start
So-
streaming something else soon?
So, oh no, but you're gonna have to make new characters. So, who wants to give us a recap?
I could.
And once again, I can't.
I'll volunteer as tribute, sure.
Are you ready for a sacrifice?
No, I did that last night.
Do you want to give a recap?
No. Bad. No Frozen references. Anyway. Last session was mostly focused on logistics. We established contact with our the team that would be helping us dive. We were in liaison with Temper Victoria, who set up the whole project, drove out across the European surface to a isolated research station positioned above the wreck, and received a briefing from TTI personnel, one of which was, interestingly enough, has the followed condition. Did a lot of prep, and we also did a little bit of research on the wreck. Discovered that yes, in fact, it was in an inaccessible depth, and we were outfitted with tailored pressure suits, and perhaps most critically of all, each given brain scans and given backups, just in case the worst should come to pass. And after having our brains scanned and preserved for the growth of new us's, we were stuffed aboard a claustrophobic spam can and dropped into the bleak depths of the crushing, icy European Ocean. And now here we are, gazing out the front window of the submarine at the wreck in front of us.
Ooh.
Lovely recap.
Mm-hmm. Self-congratulatory
applause.
If I may, I'd like to quote a fairly popular YouTuber in saying that I would like to rename our ship into the USS Fuck the Ocean.
Is this...
I understand that reference.
I don't.
I appreciate the reference. However, for one, not really fond of the name, and second, I don't want to tangle with Markiplier Incorporated. So,
Neither do I. I'm
Oh.
just saying.
I need to
I'm
watch
just
the.
saying. I understand those feelings at this moment.
I was-
Staring out into this bleak abyss. I'm pretty sure something along those lines is going through the guy's fuzzy little head.
I was gonna ask if it's one of the YouTubers that I apparently look like.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. I'm
I think I
tired.
heard a stroke in there.
I wouldn't be surprised. I ran a lot today.
Oh,
all right. So, unless I'm mistaken, you are circling the wreck, looking for a way in. Well,
Yes.
when I say you, I mean your ship. You're not actually really involved with the with the handling of the ship. What is it with Subman? Is it piloting, driving, diving? What do you-
helming is usually what I hear.
Helming. Okay.
What?
Close enough. It works.
So you're helming all over the place.
I don't know why that is an inherently amusing verb, but it is.
Honestly, I think the reason I can't help but snicker at it is it just sounds like you slapped a bucket of metal on top of my head, and I'm just running around, unable
Running
to
around.
see.
Running
So all I
around,
can
slapping the
think-
top of your head. Yeah.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. I know that's not helpful. I'm sorry. I'll stop now.
Okay. Everybody, let's start with the obligatory perception roll, please.
Okay.
What's my perception?
Or at least everybody who's actually looking at the ship. If any of you says nope, not gonna look into that black abyss, because if you look at it, it looks back at you. So no.
I will wink
Then
at
you
the
don't.
abyss. I will wink at the abyss as it looks back.
Julius calls dibs.
3.
His body, right? Correct?
Yep.
Roll 20.
The first one of the session. You're welcome, everyone. I stare at
Level
the
4 in body perceive. Dang.
Sure.
Damn.
stare into the abyss. The abyss stares back. I blinked.
The abyss stared back. I winked.
I would like to quote from a forum RP that I was part of many years ago, where slightly similar situation, and there was talking about staring into the abyss, and the people stared into the blackness, and suddenly eyes appeared.
Mm.
And then all hell break loose because attacker, and at some point somebody says, the whole staring into the abyss thing? Yeah, let's never do that again.
Yeah, I just go, it's like I stared into the bliss. It poked me in the eye.
Now we're gonna get sued by iPoke for copyright infringement and for impinging on his good name as an artist for HSD.
That's okay, I'm friends with him. He'll forgive me.
But will he forgive us?
No, there's no redemption at this point.
Probably not.
Well, I wouldn't forgive me either, so whatever.
I never forgive me.
Well, since this is HSD, I stared into the abyss, and then I woke up craving hamburgers.
You put that existential crisis right back where it came from, sir. Now let's move on, shall we?
Julius?
Yes?
Milo? And Trish. Please, each of you give me a mind exert engineering roll.
Mind exert engineering.
Yes.
Oh, great! The one thing that I'm good at, I can't roll.
Yeah, because
Oh.
you didn't see it.
I have a fault in that.
I'm not missing out on that.
Ian wasn't paying attention, so he doesn't get to roll.
Well,
Howdy.
The one that's
Well,
horrible in engineering gets to make it this.
Shot in the dark. Nope.
Oh god, this is painful to watch.
It's like that.
Hey, Milo.
Fishy, 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 fishy.
Fishy, fishy.
Hey guys! I think I see the ship. No, that's a Nautilus.
I know.
Yes.
You rolled the dice too many. Either that or you didn't update your character sheet properly.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, I have. Oh, mind perceive.
No,
No,
mind
mind exert. But it says you have mind exert 3.
Oh, then I did not. I did not fix that.
Okay.
I see. I go by the thing on the right where all the X's are. I always just check that.
Oh, okay. You know, others would just go, where it says traits and where the numbers are, but alright. I'm not telling you how to play your character. Well, I'm the DM, of course I'm telling you how to play your character.
I have fixed it.
Oh, it's okay. Well, the three of you, you notice a peculiar hole in the hull of the progenitor ship, which is, I mean, that there's a hole. It's not unusual itself. It's very badly damaged. However, it's like in a section of relatively undamaged hole, and it is peculiarly. It is strangely round.
Like perfectly round.
Almost.
Ooh.
Who's been putting hole punches in our ship?
Can somebody point this out to Kura so he can make a roll and try and figure out what it is? Because Kura is currently trying not to get claustrophobic and seasick in the corner, like, oh god, oh god, oh
Hey,
god, oh
hey.
god, oh god.
Hey Ian, is it just me or should we be expecting company? Points at the hole.
I look at it.
Roll your mind exert engine.
Yay!
I shall look upon the hole.
Should have just thrown up.
Gaze
Look,
upon them.
look upon the hole, ye mighty, and despair.
Yes. Alright. 15, 11, 12.
That does. Well, it definitely looks artificial.
Mhm.
And it does remind you of like an emergency docking thing. You know, when you're docking at a place that doesn't have a docking port.
We're coming in, but we don't have a hole for that. We'll fix that.
Actually, Kura will point that out. It's like, he will say,
Hey, would that make a good entry point? I don't know if it's going to be structurally stable, but that looks like where emergency crews might have cut their way in.
What? Yeah. Emergency cruise, or was that could that have been where invaders tried to get in?
Distinction is academic at this point.
Ah, true.
Guys just gonna look nervously between the otter and Kura. What do you mean, academic? What is it? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Well, I never did take classes like this in school.
Tavai, who's still with you, will say, I'm sure the captain have seen it, and if it was anything, if we could use it, I'm sure he would have.
Right, I'll leave this to the professionals there.
Kura will kind of give a nervous grin and go back to clutching his head in his hands in the corner.
Julius continues to stare at the ship. And then... Dibs.
You can't call dibs on a spaceship.
Yes, I
Trust
can.
me.
I just did. Dibs.
If you could, I wouldn't have had work. Trust me.
Oh, come on. I already have plans for where the disco balls are going. And there's going to be a huge ballroom.
Julius,
Yes?
you know, if I thought you could legitimately get that thing out of the ocean and actually get it back into the sky, I might just be liable to think you deserve it.
I didn't say anything. I'm not thinking of getting it out of the ocean. It'll be under the ocean. Just need to empty out all the water and fit it up, and it'd be perfect.
Shark Boy might have been spacing out and came back to some shit he doesn't want to bother with.
It'd be the first deep sea resort.
That's not how that works.
Alrighty. After by another few minutes, you get a like thing over the PA system. You hear the ship's captain. Like, okay, we found what looks like a decent spot, and gonna attempt to dock with the wreck. So the ship, well, it kind of turns half away because you know that viewing port place thing, you've all been at the front of the ship, and it's now going like sideways towards the wreck. And slowing down, it's going very, very slow. It actually takes a few minutes. And there's like a crunk, and a little like shock goes through the entire ship. And then you are still.
Oh, please let there be more room on the ship.
Well, it's a Conjecture ship. Those are known for being very spacey.
Yeah, in space.
No inside.
The spacey spaceship. Good grief. I believe the phrase was spacious, but then again, we're just leading around until we get to the void of the conversation.
You hear the sound of working, you know, a bit of crunching, you know, sounds like metal being cut and stuff. And couple of minutes later, there's good news. We have docked and we made an entry into the ship. So you guys get your equipment and get ready. Time to go on board.
Oh, we already have our suits on. One less thing.
Just double checks her equipment, make sure everything is there. There's no new holes.
Yep, your equipment is fine.
Alright. Yep. Equipment check, make sure everything's ready for Kura, and... well...
ready as I'll ever be. Oh boy.
Alright. Tavai will lead you to the docking thing, docking tube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not much of a tube. It's not really long. It's just like 2 meters maybe. And yep, they have it open, and there's some lights there, so you can see the immediate what is immediately beyond the like docking ring port thing, whatever. Sorry, I'm not good at these terms.
Airlock.
Yeah, probably would actually be an airlock. Into the progenitor ship. But not very far, only a couple of meters after that, it is very, very much darkness in there.
We'll use my flashlight.
Julius will activate his clean sweep.
Oh yeah, we have those.
Kura is
Thank
going to
you.
notably leave his adorable little bioprobe on the submarine. He's going to say,
Don't worry, little guy. I just don't want you getting crushed to death if there's a whole breach. I'll be back.
So reassuring.
Julius's bioprobe is messing around with the prototype disco balls.
Okay.
I
Yes.
will actually use my clean sweep.
Okay.
Double the sweeps.
I believe that was like operate checks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was digital operate.
Body exert, right?
Mind.
Mind? Okay.
Bam.
Oh, you beat me by 1 each. Wow.
And then a 6.
Next rolls.
Okay. Well, okay, that looks good. To get them activated and calibrated to ignore everything everyone you already know is there. And the signal is not perfectly clear, which doesn't come as a great surprise to you. You already had experience that these things seem to be a little temperamental underwater. But you pick up at least one life form.
In the ship.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure Trish would be like one of the first ones through. So
The number will occasionally flick up to like 2 or even 3.
interesting.
How long ago did this ship crash?
Fairly recently, right?
Ah,
Yeah, but
Okay.
it has been like at least a week, I think.
okay.
Yes. It has been a little while, but we're not diving on the wreck of the USS Arizona. This is still recent, historically speaking.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, Trish goes in first. So how about the rest? Give me a marching order. Always one of those.
I'll go second since I'm also melee.
Kura will go just behind Camellia.
Hey, side note.
Julius will be somewhere in the middle, taking pictures.
I think it might be wise to take our tokens and off the picture, kind of set them in the line. That way we remember who's where.
Yeah, I put your tokens down there, down below. You can set up a marching order there.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I was zoomed in too far.
Yep.
It is a big picture.
That's the butt. I got my butt.
Along the lines of Julius and his butt.
I
And
got my butt.
how wide is this
We'll
corridor?
go-
Like
What?
that.
Because that's not too bad. Could go along the lines of Camelia's in the front or Kura's in the front.
No, Trish is in the front. We're going behind.
Okay.
Look,
Behind
look
our
at
butt.
where Trish's head is
There's
in relation
Trish.
to her butt.
2 wide or
There
1
you go.
wide though?
Yeah, can we go side by side, or is it like single file?
You're not even there yet. I haven't even described what's beyond the place.
Fair
We're
enough.
just giving a marching order to show kind of where we're all at. I'm having Guy bring up the rear as he's the
Okay.
other melee combatant, quote unquote.
That
Whose gun in melee somehow works.
I won't
That is
question
an
it.
adorable marching order. I like it.
I can't remember if I did that. Oh, I
Okay.
did grab that. Good idea.
All right. So, you enter the progenitor ship, and you find yourself actually in a room.
Well,
Since I'm first in there, I'm gonna try to look around and make sure the room's at least in one piece. I'm not too sure how much information I could gather.
But since it's not flooded, it's in one piece. There's a bit of a mess everywhere. This was apparently some sort of storage space. No, there's like containers, boxes, strewn about everywhere. So you occasionally have to climb over stuff, but nothing too difficult.
okay.
Alright.
So, where are we currently and where are we headed to? Who has the map?
Well, I mean, we're essentially just searching the wreck. We don't really have any idea where this computer drive storage thing might be. But we know it's big enough to hold a synthetic personality, and we know it's somewhere on board. So
It is probably something laptop-ish in format. Well, it's
Kura's personal.
portable, but more than a toggle case.
Yeah, Kura is going to vote for quarters, like where rescued people would be kept during recovery. Just because the account of the rescue workers was that they were unwilling to leave personal effects behind, which tells me that they were being pulled from the rescue areas. That's just my hypothesis, though. I don't really have anything concrete to base it off of, other than
It's a good place to start.
yeah.
That or the bridge?
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad either. That might give us some more information about what the heck is going on, but the drive is our first priority.
So, I want to say you do have a map of the ship, because it is known what kind of it's not a map of this specific ship, but of that class.
Right.
Yeah. Because you knew which it was, and now I do not have a map to give you, because after thinking about it, I decided no, I'm not gonna draw a map of an entire spaceship.
I mean, that's fair.
And that also means, unfortunately, I cannot offer you a map to walk around on here, because again, that would be far work. I am sorry. I would have liked to, but no.
You mean I have to fire my neuron? Think of it?
Firstly, you will have to leave this room.
Okay. Press forward. The well, or follow Trish, I should say. Follow Trish and
Trish, what are you
I-
doing? Sorry, yes, Camille?
Well, right now,
If I may, can I go ahead and use the map mites? That way we have a sense of direction where everything is, and also what might be flooded, what's safe to go through.
it's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't
So,
think you have to do a test for that. You just like activate them.
Yep. It gives a 3D model of the building or ship or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
You all right? You release the map mites, and they start rolling or hovering or flying or whatever around.
all of the above.
And after a second, they beep. Mapping done, and you get a very nice detailed map of this room.
Ooh.
This room.
Yeah.
They tried.
Well,
Okay.
I can't blame him.
Camellia is like, all right, cool, my job's done. Going back on the ship. Bye. Peace.
I figured that'd be one of you. I was excited to go diving.
What I mean to say is, currently you are in this room, and there is a door, but it is not opening.
It is probably flooded to go onto that. Actually, can we use our spacer abilities to sort of get a feel for that, or
I am going to say yes. I'm saying you still have to make a check because the circumstances are somewhat different.
okay?
But you
don't
can
need
do, like stuff like banging on the door, see what it sounds like,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's you do not need to take checks when identifying airlocks or bulkheads on spacefaring vessels are locked, damaged, undamaged, intact, or otherwise compromised. So yeah, what kind of
Not
check would that be?
spacefaring anymore.
Yeah.
What would we roll for?
Like maybe body
Protocol?
perceive engineering. Protocol would be half decent.
Definitely body perceive, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what would be the most fitting. I'm gonna say engineering. I would accept science. And protocol probably as well, yeah. I could be convinced to accept protocol.
yay!
Okay,
All right. This is body perceive
I'll
engineering.
take it.
I will roll body perceived protocol because I have boons and ranks.
Do you have the spacer
Um,
background? Trish?
That is for those with
No,
a spacer back.
Never mind. Ignore me.
Do I have a boon in it?
Ignore
Sorry, I'm
me.
dealing with one screen. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
All right. You are pretty sure that that everything is fine on the other side. Actually, just looking at Kura's wood, you are certain. You know, sounds just like it should sound on the other side. You also realize that this door is not going to open on its own. It doesn't look damaged. You know, the wall looks. It doesn't look warped or anything, but there's no power.
Is there any
Oh.
emergency override? Like, in case of loss of power, hit this button to unlock the door?
Give me an engineering or logic roll, whichever you prefer.
I'll take engineering because I have one more point in that, but it's otherwise identical.
Yeah, you figure that out. It takes you a bit to like find the right panel, get it open, fiddle around it, find the right levers and whatnot. And even then, it does take a bit of effort to actually get the door open. But eventually you do. And beyond this door is a very spacious hallway.
Ooh.
Trish is happy.
Nice.
Good. That means we can override any locked doors. Or, well, most. Not exactly familiar with Progenitus designs.
Everything's soaked, so I'm not helpful here. The computers aren't gonna be happy.
I could always give it a shock to make things worse.
Well, I mean, from what you've seen so far, none of the ship systems is likely to work because no power.
And restoring power might be a bad idea because that sounds like a good way to electrocute everything and everyone.
Hi.
Oh yeah, this would be a
That's why
saltwater
we're-
environment,
that's
so
why we're rubber
yeah.
Our suits are made out of rubber, aren't they? Or some form of rubber. We're insulated.
And plastic.
I'd like to make a river search attack.
Please don't smack the party members.
All right. Camellia.
Hmm?
You could try the map mites again.
Oh yeah.
Now that we're not
They
locked
are
into-
reusable too, so
Yeah, you
Okay.
take for the reusable kind.
yeah. It's a good thing I did. Okay, I'll give him a second go. Try again, little buddy.
Okay. You activate the map mites once again, and for those of you who have seen progenitors, I cannot see them as anything different but the things in that movie. The little spheres with the red lasers just fly around and scan everything.
Yeah. I
Which
remember.
one?
Have you seen progenitors? Prometheus, sorry.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I have.
They had the when they went into the structure, like
Yeah,
the,
those were cool.
just spheres that were floating around and laser scanning everything.
Mm-hmm.
Can't help but see map mites as anything but that.
I always thought of them as like little things that crawl around. I didn't think of them as flying.
All right. Well, Kerr is gonna shoot a nervous grin at Camellia and say,
Real glad we brought those with us. Or, well, that you thought to.
They have gotten their use on multiple occasions.
No kidding.
All right.
Even before I met you all.
All right. So the map mites are working. You're slowly getting a 3D map of your actual environment that you can compare with the maps that you have. The map mites are building is obviously incomplete. No, they encounter hallways that are blocked, and obviously none of the doors will open for them.
But we can still tell doors are there.
Probably, yeah. I was just looking, and it says they are that they are complete and detailed 3D maps of structure interiors. So you could probably tell where doors are.
Kura is going to try and cross-reference the data being pulled from the map mites with the map that we have of the intact vessel. That way we can kind of say, all right, this area has changed here. This is what this looks like now. You know.
And we're gonna quickly figure out if we need to go for a dive or not.
Give me a logic roll, please.
Okay. Let me see. Mind exert. I mean, literally all of my traits are at 3. So.
It would be mind exert.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and assist since. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and assist.
I got 1 success on a standard 8 difficulty, but that one though.
Well, I guess you still have a success.
Where is mind exert? Okay. Sorry. Mouse pad, one screen.
It's
Tiny
fine.
screen.
It's fine. All right. Yeah, we're working together. You can figure that out fairly easily. What you see is that the maps do match. There's no like inherent structural difference to the ship. You know, no changes in the design or everything. Obviously, the ship is heavily damaged.
Right.
You know, there's just like I said, blocked corridors, and it's actually also openings that shouldn't be there. Like the map mites were able to get into rooms from spots where they obviously shouldn't, where there were holes ripped in the walls.
Interesting.
And
It'd be big enough to crawl through.
And yeah, you get a fairly good picture of your surroundings.
Cool. I'm assuming that also means we know exactly on the ship where we are, if we didn't before.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So, if you would like to, you can try and make your way to the what you said you wanted to go. Like, what was it?
Wherever they keep people that they've rescued. So, like, it probably wouldn't be crew quarters necessarily, but it
So,
would be
like, probably near the medical area?
Yeah.
It's a progenitor ship. This entire thing is a medical area.
I mean, fair.
But yeah, no, yeah, you can do that. I would like one of you, or maybe 2, but not more, do one navigation roll and 1 logic roll.
I'll take the logic roll.
Okay.
Unless
or logic?
No, you go ahead, Razzie. I've been rolling a lot.
Wait. What would
There is no
a
navigational.
Yeah, there is.
Both mind exert. One mind exert logic, one mind exert. Oh wait, we don't have.
Yeah, there is no
Tell me
navigation.
which way to go.
The closest thing I can think of would be search. Utilizing the search check with it.
Survival, maybe.
Yeah. Other than that, it seems straight up logic.
Search or survive, whichever you want.
Logic roll.
Logic.
Ooh.
Who would do the the navigating?
I could do that.
Shark Boy needs a bubble pipe.
Julie, yeah. So what was that? Mind exert 3.
Yes.
Shark Boy needs to take another swig of the holy water.
First roll starts. How? We're in water suits.
Okay.
Just put it in a little port on the side.
Emergency
Okay,
induction port.
Milo and Julius together managed to plan out a route, which will get you not quite there, but close. Based on the on the map of the ship and the map might have assembled.
Okay.
And Julius note. Does Julius note where they keep the food?
No.
Did anyone bring explosives? Because we're getting close.
The according to the entire way to the spot was not accessible for the map mites.
Okay.
But the map that you got from them will get you close to it.
Good enough for me.
Just point Trish in the direction that we should go.
That way.
She goes that way.
steer by tugging on the butt fur.
No, you move the tail. Just hope it's not waggy.
I also like how in our marching order we have like 1 long, 2 regular, 1 long, 2 regular.
Well,
that is
guy's a
probably
bit long.
the proper
Gotta
marching
get your
order.
spacing just right, my dudes.
Well, again, I don't know about you guys, but Trish is kind of made for this. She's heavy in combat, so if anyone turns a corner, there's something there.
All right. You start making your way through the very dark and very very dark hallways. It's actually surprisingly not quiet. You expect it to be all silent, but you also surprisingly you don't hear much drops of water, but you hear a lot of creaking. Like that sense that the ship is straining against the pressure that's being put on it.
Well,
I feel
that's
safe.
kind of. I hate to be that guy, but that's kind of typical for ships underwater in the first place. Like, how many of y'all have actually been in submersibles of any kind?
I have. I was in a diesel electric Soviet era submarine.
Me.
That
I
sounds
wish I
super
was.
cool.
And so, did you notice how the whole time you're in it, the whole thing would settle? It's not actually being damaged in any way, but you'd be like, well, that doesn't sound right. No, that's normal. It's supposed to do that.
That's a bad
Yeah,
sound.
but this isn't designed to be underwater.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, that before we panic, just remember the pressurizing involved is kind of similar, but that is cause for concern. Just don't immediately assume it's going to go bad just because it creaks. So don't panic. Do take it seriously.
No.
That's kind of Kura's state of mind right now.
Exactly. I figure all of this would be better delivered from Kura than from a guy, but I figure I'd bring it up if anybody.
He notes that
I've never been in a ship underwater like this, but I used to salvage wrecks on Ganymede that were buried underneath the ice pack. Similar sounds. If I close my eyes, maybe I can just pretend that I'm back home.
So it's supposed to sound like impending doom. Got it.
Oh, stars, no, it's not supposed to sound like this at all, but, well, hey, here we are.
Well, let's just hurry up and find this device and get out of here.
Yeah, you won't hear me arguing.
All right. Trish, give me a body perceive roll. And you may add your search, because I assume you are kind of looking out at whatever's around you.
First person in line, I hope you are.
All right. You encounter actually a good deal of obstacles on the way. You know, just stuff lying around. There's like stuff everywhere. You know, from just small things lying around to larger stuff that you assume has been just shaken through the entire ship. It's a mess, but hey, that was to be expected.
The crew really needs to get better.
It has one good thing, actually. You notice a perk lying around.
Oh.
Wait, a what?
Like, go over and
Perk.
pick it up,
Oh,
show it to everyone else. Like, well, extra perk.
Some intact gear. Didn't think we'd actually be able to do any salvaging.
Perks of being up front.
oh look, a med kit.
I'm
Is
glad
this
that
going
was
to be like one of those video game boss levels where it's just like, oh look, a med kit. Oh look, a bunch of ammo. Oh look, wait a minute.
Oh look, a suspiciously large room that looks like an arena.
With all these weird chest-high walls, the engineering in this place is very strange.
No, that would be silly. All the rubble and stuff has bought chest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if there's random chest-high walls everywhere, then it's an IRPF ship.
Oh, you're not wrong.
If they're arranged in a maze, it's a spyglass.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I mean, it is a Virginia ship. I'm not too surprised that there's like medical equipment just kind of laying everywhere.
Especially since they were in a state of emergency for most of their voyage. Any signs of damage that doesn't look like it's from the wreck or anything?
Give me another engineering roll.
Yeah.
In the meantime, any of you have a progenitor's background?
Nope.
IRPF and spyglass.
IRPF and ASR.
The cat might? Question mark.
Melly is having comms problems.
Oh. Oh, yikes. I'm sorry, Melissa. If you can hear us. Probably not.
Yeah, that was her.
Pudding.
Hello?
Hello?
Cat meowing. in
Hello.
I haven't even logged in yet. What?
Cool.
Okay.
It's magic.
Can you all say things for a few seconds? Sorry.
Saying
Things.
things for a few
Things.
seconds.
Things.
Things.
Okay.
Things.
Okay.
Few seconds.
Thank you. It turned off on me as I was moving inside,
Oh.
even though it said it had 5% left.
Don't trust the battery indicator.
Yep.
I didn't. That's why I started moving inside.
Can you hook up
Managed
the
to plug it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no one's around yet, so
Okay.
I'm good for a bit.
Now the question of the day: do you have a progenitus background?
No.
Hey!
I do have a doctorate, though.
Well,
I have a doctorate.
in that case, that's close enough. Give me a
Also, 3 ranks in medicine, so...
what would be fitting for that? Well, yeah, actually, medicine. Give me a mind perceived medicine roll.
Okay. What for?
You see.
Oh. Okay. This is probably bad.
Very nice. That is a that is definitely a perk. However, it is not a standard progenitus issue perk.
Oh.
Now I am curious.
That perk, in fact, does look very much like the one you already own.
Like a spyglass one?
Well, I mean, it's still progenitus made because they make these things, but yeah, it's more for, let's say, field one. No, it's a bit more compact and things like that.
Hmm.
And yeah, it looks exactly like the one you already have. You do have one coming, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it looks just like the one you have.
Completely... untouched? Like, unused? Well, not untouched, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Not sure what to make of it. But I'll point out that people should probably be a bit on guard, since this isn't standard.
Kuro looks a little confused, but shrugs.
It was some sort of search and rescue ship, right? Because it belonged to one of the people they picked up, or...
I'm not sure. I don't know why they'd have that on a cruise. This is for field work.
Huh,
Yeah,
why are they
that
scissors?
is-
Kuro scratches his chin and goes,
You have not been on the cruises we have been on.
No, but seriously, this is not the kind of perk you would normally get as a civilian at a buy spot.
You clearly have not been on the cruises that we have been on.
Shark Boys.
That's not your comment to make.
we saw the murder last time we were on one.
My Shark Boys.
Guy's just going to pop in over the comms. And believe me, he only knows the half of it.
Shark Boy's gonna just stop wondering why there's scissors in the medical kit and go, yeah, he's right. The first one was worse.
I don't even want to know. Let's just take the let's just not look a gift perk in the mouth and, well...
Oh yeah, I wonder how weird that saying is if it survived.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gift nymph.
I don't think
know.
so. Anyways, let's keep going and stay on guard.
Gift bioprobe?
Gift probe in the mouth has a very different connotation by the sound of it.
Alright.
Gift cog.
You continue your way. Occasionally having to make your way past obstacles. It's also not quite a direct way, so it does take a while. there's the occasional mishap. But with mishap, I mean somebody stumbling over a piece of equipment that's lying around.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your steps.
And eventually you make your way as far as you can go.
So what's blocking the way?
A door.
No, that is a big door.
Well, let's check if it's flooded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we need to check for traps first.
I don't think there will be traps here, but well, then again, I don't know. I've seen some
What was
strange
the
things.
protocol you said? Okay. Protocol. Are we allowed to check?
Oh yeah, of course. Kura and Camilla again, the one with the spacer background.
Okay. Bloop. Okay, not bad.
I didn't do so hot.
Camilla is not sure, but Kura is very certain that that everything is clear beyond this door.
Well, I'm gonna try and find the emergency override thing. Might
Yep.
want to stand
All
back,
right.
huh?
Give me another engineering roll.
Have the map mites gotten beyond this point or no?
No.
Okay.
If he fails, Trish might have a backup plan.
Knives do
No
not work on
explosives.
doors.
Oh,
Yep, you managed to get the door open.
Yay!
oh, guys, I completely forgot I had this, and I've had this for a long time. It's a PVC power supply.
Might help if we have to reactivate.
Is that one-time use?
It's a limited time use, which means it can be used multiple times, but has a limited amount of power.
Might help if we have to power something up, but let's save that for emergencies.
Yeah, sounds good.
Mhm.
I'm also a
As
little
it
bit
stands,
sad.
there's emergency overrides.
Yep.
Trish
So
was
how
gonna
did I
fly open
do?
the door.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the door.
Yay!
I'll ask everyone to pause again and send out the map mites.
Okay. That we can do.
There's another hallway beyond this door. Doesn't lead very far though. A lot of closed doors.
Looks like we found the quarters. Or something.
Well, this is a cruise quarter. Let's search the rooms and see what we can find.
Aye.
Did the rescue team make it down into this part of the ship, or were they unable to?
You do not know, but from what you've heard, probably not.
So there might be some leftovers.
Kura grimaces.
That's a nice way to put it.
Okay, the clean sweep when they first scanned, they picked up a few things, right?
One definite life form. Possibly more. It was kind of fluctuating.
I'd say run
Was
the
it-
clean sweep again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Julius, do that too.
Yep, give me the operate checks, please.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh shoot, I forget what mine are.
Shark
Okay,
Boy.
now I remember.
Shark Boy needs his alcohol injection port.
How was it +4? I thought +3 was the highest.
This is a true challenge mode for Milo. This entire adventure is boozeless.
Mm-hmm.
Also, be right back. 1 sec. Sorry.
Because that turned out so well the first time the party tried to soberize him.
The result is the same. You get one very solid, like, not ping because it doesn't actually show where it is, but yeah, there's one definite reading, and then every now and then it'll go like 2 3 2 1 2 1.
It told you kind of the gist of where it was. Like it's 20 feet away or something.
No. It specifically does not, so that search and rescue teams don't rely on them too much, and will it is here. It was decided that pointing way would deter search and rescue teams from sweeping areas systematically floor by floor, and such might result in missing things the clean sweep just didn't pick up.
Yeah, it only gives a digital count of beings in the area, and the number can fluctuate if there's anything interfering or oddball stuff.
And back.
Yay.
But the odd statement is by touching the clean sweep to a target. Oh, to a target, touching it to someone. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it doesn't scan them.
The actual device itself.
Yeah, and you did that.
You booped us all with it.
You also booped the crew of the ship that brought you down here.
Yep.
Kura, in case you missed it, the results of the clean sweeping have been the same as before.
Interesting. Well, I mean, points for consistency then?
Well, this is a cruise quarter. I guess we start searching the rooms. I don't know if you guys want to go one by one or just each get our own room.
I would.
I mean, it's like,
first... Go ahead.
Could maybe go in pairs.
Yes,
Yeah.
split the bodies, let's split them.
Let's let the party.
Much easier to pick you up that way.
That's always how it works, right? That's like the best idea ever.
That's exactly
I'm
what the Gene
suddenly
Stealer,
getting the
what
urge to
I
split.
have been waiting for.
No,
shall we humor the DA?
No.
Kura is going to suggest sticking together, but we could probably speed things up a little bit by just checking adjacent rooms. So not splitting up and wandering off too far from each other, but
Yeah, I'm thinking like 2 people per room searching. Like, I can't imagine these things are like next to each other.
Yeah, true. So like one, especially if it's a hallway,
I
there's
feel
going to be
like
rooms
it
with it.
only fair to point out that only 2 of you know how to check whether the room beyond a closed door is flooded.
true. So yeah, maybe we should stick together.
Ah,
Trisha's probably not smart enough to figure this out or like understand
Yeah.
it.
Quick on the job
Yeah,
training. Let's go.
Yeah, no,
Open the door. Boil water.
Kura is not going to trust. Like, it's not that he doesn't trust you guys. It's just that, like, no, this is too dangerous of an environment to mess around. If somebody screws something up, we all die. So, yeah, no, we're sticking together.
Okay. What? Just give me an outline on how you're gonna search this area.
Okay. Let's all stay in the corridor, Camellia and I will just check each door, see, and then mark any of the ones that are flooded.
Mm. I'll call you over on any of them that I'm not unsure about.
Yep,
Since you
and
seem to have
then-
more of an knack of it for it than I do.
Okay. And then, so what I'll do is we'll just check check each door, and then we'll just check all the doors we'll check all the cabins that are unflooded.
Okay.
But we'll check them first.
All right.
Eventually we'll have to get into the forest.
Hey, Milo. How many of those screen things you have?
Oh, that is a good. How many
I have sheet windows too.
Aren't they one use?
Yes, but you buy them in packs.
Yeah, but
I have
I
7.
have
So,
like how many?
I would say save the sheet windows for when we have to check out a flooded room just to see if there's anything in there worthwhile.
I guess, yeah.
So we have 15. Between the two of us, we have 15.
Okay. I am going to ask you for just three. Let's say 3 checks for the whole area.
Okay.
No, not gonna make you roll for every single door. That would be stupid. Especially since I would say you probably get kind of into the habit of things. You know, get better as you go. So give me first the check for checking if stuff is flooded.
Okay. Okay.
You may as well, Camellia.
How many of these do you want us to do?
Just one. All right, very nice. Yeah, you found a few rooms that do sound flooded, but quite a few of them are still burnt. Now, give me an engineering roll for the general opening of doors.
Okay. Sweet.
Oh, all right. And I'll say from now on, you do not need to roll for that anymore.
Okay.
No, you figured out how it works now. Unless, of course, there's special circumstances.
Cool.
Like say you're getting a door open while you can see at the end of the hallway the wave of water coming towards you. That would probably require a check. But if you just okay, you can get this door open and you can take your time and everything, no need to roll anymore. And just in general, everyone give me a body perceive roll.
Both of us?
Everybody.
Ew.
What kind of roll?
Everybody.
What was the roll?
Body perceive. Everybody.
Thank you. I believe.
Sure.
Guy
way
is
too
struggling
consistent
not
getting
to
those.
panic.
Yeah.
It's like the GM just came up with a one-hit single.
It was still bad.
Oop.
Wow. Hard. Everyone's a critic.
Good news, everyone! The shark suddenly became slightly more drunk.
Oh. I like how that is actually good news.
Just reminds me of Futurama.
He had
Like, Benny, you're not drinking enough. Or not enough. I don't know how it is with you. All I know is you're not drinking the right amount.
Okay. Well. But you slowly make your way through the room, and they're like quarters, not crew quarters, not really like passenger quarters. They're more like a mix of hotel rooms and hospital rooms. It's clearly not like intensive care, so they're a bit more, let's say,
Smart.
Yeah, like I said, a bit more towards a hotel room. There's like more amenities and stuff. But it's obvious that it's still meant for people who may require medical.
Okay.
And at one of the rooms, you're just getting the panel open and start fiddling with the knobs and bits and stuff. And not just you, but actually you don't notice anything. But like Trish and Milo, they're like, wait a moment, because they hear something on the other side of the door.
Really?
Like a sheet window on it.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, there's something over here.
I'll use one of mine.
Okay.
So now we have 14 total.
The room beyond is pretty much well, in general, it's the same kind of room as the others. However, it looks actually neat. Somebody has cleaned up that room.
Interesting.
And you are. I mean, you can't be certain because it's dark. But you do think you saw movement.
Kura is going to knock.
There's no reply.
Where the bejeebus if this is a bad rendition of the Little Mermaid meetup, I'm gonna be pissed.
Could it possibly be a survivor? Has someone survived down here for this long?
I mean,
Oh.
Kura, can Kura make any kind of check to see how feasible that might be? Because my instinct is to say, like, it's utterly improbable, but not impossible.
That
If you had
sounds
one of
about
those,
right.
if you had one of those bug out spheres, you probably could have survived the crash pretty easily. But, like, it would basically just kind of come down to luck.
Yeah.
And how quickly you resort to cannibalism.
I mean, the fully stocked Progenitus rescue ship, it's not like there is a dearth of supplies. It's just, did the supplies get destroyed? Were you injured? Kura says,
There might be a survivor on the other side of this door.
Actually, about that, no bodies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot about that. You do find the occasional body. It's just not many, but yeah, there were bodies.
okay.
And were any of them nibbled on?
No. They were you usually very badly, like, not necessarily crushed, but
Mangled.
looked like they were very thoroughly shaken around on the room.
Julius, the whole time, Julius would have avoided walking anywhere near them.
Understandable.
Church is a little bit torn. Doesn't think anyone should just be left here to rot, but you don't have the capabilities to do a recovery mission on bodies.
That's not why you're here.
Yep. Kura kind of pulls a grimace and says,
As much as I hate to say it, we aren't here to recover bodies, but we are here to rescue someone. So I say we try and get this door open.
Sounds like it's the best move.
I'll hold off on weapons out there ready.
Church is at least gonna have like one of her knives in her hand, just in case.
Well, oh yeah, definitely.
Kura will take point, actually, because he's pretty well armored and, well, he's an idealist, so his brain isn't going to. He isn't like, oh, we're in a horror movie right now. He's like, no, we're here to rescue people and we're here to get a friend back.
Julius be off to the side, ready to pounce and grapple.
I'm just mostly ready to defend myself.
Okay.
I just see like an otter flying out of nowhere.
So, Kura is basically first in the door.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you like unlock the door and start wrenching it open. And then I would like to ask you to roll a dodge save because there's a flash of light and a gunshot.
Ow. What is dodge? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Let me see.
Athletics, maybe?
Evade?
No, there's a dodge save.
It's a D10 roll below evade, right?
Yes.
My evade is
Equal or
8.
below.
Hey, I made it.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, you like pull the door open, then that shot, and you just barely manage to
There's a terrified noise from Kura.
Terrified laughing.
At this point, Schwartz kind of like hugs the wall next to the door and tries to look in without getting shot to see what the hell is shooting at us.
Shark Boy definitely has nut care.
It's still dark inside. So
Hey, don't shoot. We aren't some horror movie monster.
are you shining your flashlight in there?
Yes. I have a flashlight that's part of my suit.
If only we had the new rules, I could help.
No. That means I help.
Guy.
What? What are you
Have a-
making me do?
I have a question for you.
I have answers.
Following scenario. You're looking into a room.
Mm-hmm.
You see yourself looking very panicked, pointing a gun at your group. How do you react?
Is this a mirror?
Well, if it
What the
wasn't for the
Christ?
fact that Guy has been spending the past several months mentally preparing himself for that exact situation, he'd probably be a lot more terrified. See, I mentioned this several sessions ago. Guy's been keeping a journal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, well, part of the purpose of that journal is this is something that I've talked to you about before, and you may or may not remember, and I won't blame you if you've forgotten. It's been a bit. Part of the purpose was preparing him for what he felt was an inevitable, where he'd either meet himself or figure out where he came from.
Uh-huh.
Neither of which he imagined were going to be a pleasant experience. So yes, he's terrified, and probably wants to murder himself, which sounds terrible, but at the same point, he's going to go back on what he always does when he's greeted with a gun in his face. And he doesn't have to kill anybody. Please don't shoot, please stop, be nice.
No, help! No, please!
No murder, please.
How is the rest of the party reacting?
I
Julius
have a
is hunkered
focus
down.
ability.
So there's
I have a
another
focus ability for this.
guy in there with a gun shooting at us.
Everybody shut up. I've had an ability since session 1 that I've never used before. Diffuse.
Yes. Yes.
GM is
The
not
one thing
amused.
Both of us have it. So we both do this. Yes.
Well, okay.
Our guy and Kura do like this Wonder Twins thing in the doorway. We're like, wait, don't shoot, in unison.
Okay. Well, the guy in the moment. In the room is yeah, he looks very, very, very panicked, and it still has the gun pointed at you, but he isn't shooting. Goes like,
Easy,
"Oh,
buddy.
who-
Easy.
who are you?
We're a TTR rescue team. My name is Kura.
Julius
do have
speaks in.
No,
I
you
do have a
you
question.
can't be. You died. You all died. I saw it.
What?
All.
I have a question.
I now have additional questions.
Julius peeks in. All what?
Well, I forgot to ask this at the initial.
Hmm.
What's his body structure?
That's a good question. I was about to get to that. He is kind of half hiding behind the bed, you know, with all cover and stuff. But as you get a good look, you quickly notice he's a Tar.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Trish is just, she has no idea. Like, she cannot comprehend what is happening.
Okay, Milo's gonna ask the shooty guy
Yes.
what he
Emma
remembers.
Shooty, what do you mean?
The one that is shot the most recently.
Okay, that's fair.
So the shooty guy, what he remembers of me. So, what kind of bullshit have I done from his memory? I'm also going to check to make sure I have Shark Puppy because I'm now very concerned because I've been working on that for a while.
Okay, well to get through this all a bit quicker, and because I as much as I hesitate to admit, I'm not that good at the whole role-playing stuff, as you know.
Same.
To answer a question, it turns out he remembers pretty much everything, pretty much up to the point that you went down in the submarine.
Okay, again, I would like to ask, do I still have Shark Puppy?
What?
My little hologram project.
Well, yeah, of course.
What the fuck?
Kura
Well,
Remembers
like
up to that.
lowers his hands that he was holding up defensively and says,
Guys, do you get
Yes.
the sense that we may have done this before? Like, this wasn't our first dive down here.
Guy is going to point at
What?
himself, the other him, and point back to his current self and say very simply, it's a reset.
Guys, I
I-
think we already died down here. And I think they might have used those brain scans.
But I still have my
Trish
project.
goes a little bit pale at this.
Huh. That's interesting. Oh, wait, no. I'm not doing it this way. Hold on. Yeah, no. Milo's more or less just questioning how he still has his project if he died. It's like, huh, that's weird. Huh, this makes no sense. This is kind of cool.
Actually, is anything missing?
GM is trying to talk.
Milo,
Yes.
this would probably take you a few minutes, but if you like, you can make a mind exert digital operate check.
Done. Doing it.
Trish is just gonna look at the other guy and here, let's finish that off first.
No, it's like I said. This is taking by a little while. So if you guys wanna do any interactions or something in the meantime, you may.
Shark
Walks
Boy went
into the
full.
room.
What was that movie?
So Trish first, please.
Oh, sorry. She's just kind of wondering like how he is a tar. Like he's been lever stance ever since the motorcycle accident. That's been a long time ago. And as far as I know, he hasn't died yet. Again.
Guy's going to rub his forehead and how do I explain this? The long and short of it is this, Trish. If I die, I reset. Right? Well, this is the latest one.
Could we have gone through 2 or 3 resets at least?
It's impossible to tell.
But
Do you know, bud? I mean, you're me. We're both paranoid. Maybe we should... Do you still have your journal? We can compare notes. We'll know what happened.
That's a good idea. But perhaps more importantly,
again,
how are you holding up,
he
buddy?
may not have been
Did you
able
get
to-
anything?
But then again, logically out of character, which Guy wouldn't have thought of until after the fact, after asking the question, he might not have had time to update the journal since everyone died. He may have died at the same time.
Just out of curiosity check, Julius is going to check his pictures, see if there's anything different that he doesn't remember.
Nope, your pictures are the same.
Okay.
What you managed to get out of the other guy, you know, what you learn in conversation with him, is that he is well the group went down here. The last thing he really remembers is getting attacked. Or rather, no, I'm sorry. I'm getting my things mixed up. He is and he remembers well the last thing he remembers is the way down here, and then waking up in this room. He he did some exploring of the ship, and he found not all, but some of your bodies.
Shit.
And his own among, and so he was able to like recover his equipment from that. So yes, he does have his journal.
It's probably not going to be all that different from my own then.
Nope.
Crap. We just have enough information to kind of figure out how everybody died, but beyond that, we're not going to have squat.
Do you remember where the bodies are?
Yeah, it says there's a huge half-flooded room that way. He like points, but not in a direction, but like he points it out on the map. And the other group, what he calls it, they managed to figure out that beyond that room is the likely spot where the thing you're looking for is.
Mm-hmm.
And something, he doesn't know what, attacked them on the way there. He
in
didn't
the
see any.
background.
He didn't see any trace of it.
In
I
the
mean,
background.
He guesses that something attacked from the states the body. Sorry. Yes. What's in the background?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm good. You can say.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna put a hand on Milo's shoulder and say, "Come on, we'll have to get out of this eventually, or else Reason's gonna kill us."
Hold on.
Okay. Well, let's get back to Milo.
Yes.
You rolled really well. So it takes you a moment because this is like a really deep system check that you're doing. Nothing you would not normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's much too fiddly and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're like checking time like timestamps and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm sorry, I'm not that good with the computer terms, but you're going like much deeper than the normal UI would.
Mm-hmm.
More like going into the system registry and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And eventually you do find that the conclusion you come to is basically the system you're using. The hardware is everything is like this. As far as you would tell, this is yours. However, eventually you can tell that the system was. It's basically a copy of your system that was started new, like a couple of hours before you left.
Okay. So it's an image.
Yeah.
Or a snapshot.
Ah,
Oh.
So we're not the originals.
Cool. I died and came back.
Now all of you get to have the same questions I have about my existence.
Church is trying not to have some kind of existential crisis.
Sharkboy's just like,
sort
oh,
of-
cool. It's like this.
Kura takes in a very deep breath, looks like there's a brief moment of panic, and then he just kind of nods and looks at Guy and says,
Yeah. You and I,
actually he's looking at both of the guys and says,
you and I are gonna need to talk about this.
Um,
But well, let's get out of here first.
One thing I would like to point out that, of course, your characters can have your own personal opinion on the whole body replacement matter and everything. You know, definitely. Just in general, that this whole thing. This is a known and accepted technology. This is a thing that exists. This is a thing that people do. There's in general no real moral quandary behind it. However, the thing that is the troubling thing about this is that TTI did it without telling you.
Mm-hmm.
that is what Kura is worried about. Because, like, Kura in the past has been very supportive of Guy and telling him that, like, no, like, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but, like, it's fine. Like, don't think about it too much. But, like, no, yeah, Kura's a little unhappy, as an understatement, that, yeah, they were lied to.
Julius
Sharkboy's
looks
actually.
up.
Go ahead.
Julius looks up. Are they making copies of me and experimenting on me?
We don't know, and it's too early to figure it out.
I would like to say Sharkboy's actually seeming to have fun with this.
Trish starts being a little bit angry.
I think Camellia would take it fairly well, since she's probably more used to the idea of the scans than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Since a lot of the stuff she has been on was more high risk.
Yeah.
Now I'm also kind of wondering, is the other guy a lever stance tar? This is micro.
How
That's
would
not-
that even?
That's not how that works. If he's a tar, he might be small, or he might be a full-size tar.
No,
Either way,
he is still small.
Aww.
so his
he's the
carryover
tiniest.
is a micro trait.
Mhm.
He's the tiniest, most adorable Tor.
So essentially, he's still about the same size as I am. He's just his body structure is just a little different.
Well,
Once again,
at least he didn't go micro.
Oh no.
well, I don't think that's possible.
No.
But
I think that would be microscopic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on,
So
shut up.
what are you guys gonna do next? You
Um,
guys, there's two of them now.
hey, you're funny.
I would like to point out that Shooty Guy's icon is in fact even more Shooty Guy.
Kura is going to
Just
see
saying.
if
Yeah,
if
he's
new
more
guy
shitty
Kura's gonna see if guy we found needs anything. Like if he's injured, hungry, sick.
Call,
Like
call him what he is. He's guy 3. I'm guy 4.
Oh,
Do we know it's guy 3? I mean,
Yeah.
Um,
If he's the latest respawn from a most recent death, he has to be the third. Because I'm number 2.
Well, the question
This
is-
body construction is number 2, but chronologically speaking, I would have to come afterwards
mhm.
no,
because
Oh.
there's space between me dying and TTI putting me back in a pod.
Oh.
or it
So-
could just be Git branch guy. Two branches of the same guy.
To answer the question, he's at least physically speaking, he's doing fairly well. He was only alone down here a couple of hours.
See?
so this happened a couple of hours ago. I mean, wow, they work fast.
How long does it take to dive down here?
Couple of hours.
Now Trisha's wondering if
Are
there's
they
like
still even
third
docked?
party coming down as we speak.
No, the timeline matches up. You know this because I mean, okay, Trish doesn't, but in general, actually, like creating a new body from zero, if you have the proper equipment, which you can count TTI to have, actually doesn't take very long. The bioprinter that created the owl did it within like a minute, and that was a huge body. I believe what it said in that contract was that these things take a while to warm up, but once they get going, they work very fast.
Oh no.
So, have you found any other groups of us? Or I'm wondering if this is not just the second time, but if it's the third, fourth, or fifth time.
We don't really have time to dwell on that sort of thing. We kind of need to do our job and focus on getting out of here.
Well, his face is going to suddenly start drooping. He's going to pull out his melee weapon. You're not chair!
Looks like chair.
I need to save it!
Okay, so we're
We
continuing
do-
with the mission, apparently.
we do need to investigate our bodies. That's really weird to say, but
Guys trying really hard not to laugh at everyone else's expense at saying that. We need to investigate our own bodies. Now you understand. Now you understand.
Also, Tygon, I just want to inform you because I don't think I brought it up. I am using one of those cinch dice to determine how Shark Boy, how he interacts with some of these situations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. he now has a personal mission to save Chair
Okay.
and have him meet almost Chair.
Trish is gonna start asking the other tar guy.
We should leave notes for ourselves. It's just me.
She's gonna start asking tar guy like questions about like as much information as possible about what actually happened, like how the attack happened and everything. But
He doesn't.
know in the respawn he doesn't remember. He loses some memory.
No, he loses a bit of memory. He doesn't remember the attack itself.
You can potentially. The way it works, just mechanically speaking, in case anybody forgot, it's not just a bit of memory. It can be up to 8 hours. So he potentially could have had no idea what he was doing on this ship, other than he knew that somewhere his friend was underwater. So he might have made that logical leap, but again, he might not have, and that's kind of the risk of that.
Mm-hmm. So I ask again, what are you doing?
Bringing you guy with us on the mission, because I'm not abandoning him down here.
Trish kind of halfway wants to get out of there, but she has to finish the job.
Julius is going to.
I was half joking, but I actually.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, Camilio.
I actually would like to leave a note trying to explain what we know so far. And
Okay.
drop that this is a loop, and that if this loop continues, leave notes on how you got to this point, what you've done, and hopefully we can get out of this mess.
And what we know.
Okay.
And we write on the
Okay.
wall, TTI is a lie.
You can do that.
As a player, I'm just thinking that we gotta make sure that we don't follow down the exact same path that the last group did to end up in the situation again.
Yeah, we're gonna try and find an alternative path.
Yeah,
Julius,
But
Julius is
we
going
don't know what the path was. One of those loops. You're watching a movie and you know the bad guys on the other side of the door.
well,
but you can't say
this
anything
is
that's
not
perfect.
actual time travel, guys.
This isn't
Let
time
me-
travel, and this isn't
yeah,
a loop. That's
yeah,
not how
well-
this works.
Yeah,
What happened is we died, they lied to us, and respawned us without telling us we were respawned. Part of what those contracts do is tell you when you respawn, quote unquote.
yeah.
They broke that line of the contract. But the more important thing is now that we're here and aware of the breach, they could potentially have us go through this over and over and over again to get baseline data, and we'd never know the difference. As long as they killed us when we got back to the surface. The long and
Julius,
short of it
that's-
is
sorry.
More or less why I'm.
Okay, I'll just type it.
what I'm trying to say is this. Yes, we have to get out of here. Yes, it's a good idea to leave stuff behind. But it's even more important to remember that we now have reason to believe that the very people who hired us to get this done aren't going to be, well, helping us get back. Once we get what they want, they might not have any reason to keep us around.
Yeah. That is a good point. So I wouldn't overthink. I wouldn't overthink the whole like. I wouldn't overthink the whole time loop, quote unquote, thing. I would just focus on getting the job done. But yeah, no, we do need to beware the people who have hired us because they are not on the level.
Julius?
Yes?
The one solid life form response you got is gone. The fluctuation is still there.
Oh, goody.
Trish is gonna kind of squeeze like the handle of her knife a little bit because she's angry. He's like, well, even if they have plans for us up at the surface, now that we might be a little bit informed, you can sure as hell bet that I'm not gonna go down. I'm gonna go down swinging.
Let's not jump to conclusions, either.
I don't know whether to ask this in character or out of character. Is TTI and Progenitus rivals?
Oh
Yes.
God, yes, they are the most violent rivalry in the system.
So that'd be in character. What does TTI want with this Progenitus ship?
On the surface, they want Sammy. They want their asset
Libby.
back.
Libby, not Sammy.
Libby. Bleh.
No breaking the
The
fourth wall
character
here.
played by Sam.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they want Sammy too, but she's not in this game, so I'm not gonna make any claims with that.
Okay, so yeah, they on the surface they want, what we were hired to do, which was recover, essentially search and rescue, recover personnel.
Yes.
Just really basic. So Occam's razor, they still want that, but there is something else going on top of it. That is Kura's assessment. Whether that is accurate is, well, we don't know, and we can't know, so there's kind of no point in speculating immediately.
I'm just going to assume that the damage to the ship is beyond repair to get it flying again.
Oh,
So
definitely.
Get that
Oh,
idea
God,
out of
yeah,
my head.
It's there's also the whole problem of getting the ship back up to the surface, which is already
Yeah.
not a thing.
Yeah, and that ship was not designed for underwater travel.
Very few spaceships are.
Just because they could handle it for a few hours doesn't mean it's something they're really capable of doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Go ahead, boss.
so I ask it again. What are you going to do next?
Smack the note up on the wall and let's get going.
Yep. You
pretty much.
write the note. You get a phone call.
Is that on my end? Oh, sorry.
I don't know. It's
It's not actually a phone. The room I'm next to, the TV's very loud.
oh, okay.
I'll mute myself when I'm not
No,
talking
no,
now, sorry.
it's okay. It was very, very faint. Don't worry about it.
To the point when I hear
Could
a phone
we-
ring, I just ignore it.
So yeah, you got some information about roughly where the computer you're looking for is, supposedly.
Time to go try and find it, but we're gonna be on the lookout for anything dangerous.
Let's
And there is. Go ahead.
just new tar guy,
Shooty guy.
shooty guy. Is my body among the bodies over there that you saw.
Well, just in general, whose bodies did you find?
Yeah, whose bodies? But I'm mainly going for mine because I take pictures and I record things.
Let's say where he found his own body. He found Milo and Kura. That's what he was certain of, and also bits and pieces that he couldn't be sure where everybody came from, and he didn't really stay particularly long to investigate.
Cool. I know where to go to rescue chair.
Milo, would we be able to, or well, no, this would be more of a core engineering. Would you be able to rig the PPC to boost enough power so that we can maybe get the internal security system up?
Oh, heck no.
Yeah, Kura shakes his head and says,
Okay, for one, I don't really see how that would help us. For two, no. For three,
Security.
no.
I was like,
Everything is going to be broken loose. We'd be filling a...
not necessarily
empty-
everything. It would just be a small portion, maybe at least. Get
okay, out
for
of
checking the video
character,
feed.
we are talking about a ship that fell out of orbit onto a planet's surface. So much wiring, like, keep in mind how much, if one wire gets broken loose in somebody's IT system, the whole thing goes down, potentially. This ship was dropped from orbit.
I understand that, but I'm just.
It's not a power issue.
It wouldn't be impossible that some small section might be intact enough. Is what I was going for.
Okay, I'm going to
That's
put
not
it this way.
how power works, but we need to move along.
For one, a PPC doesn't have enough power to actually do that.
I know that, which is why I was asking if he could boost it.
How would you boost it? You can't get more power out of it than is in there.
It is possible. That's what Transformers are.
There is a specific focus ability for that, and no, I don't.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sorry, no, that's not what Transformers do.
Transformers do that. They step up and step down.
I've
studied them.
Voltage, not current.
Yeah,
true
voltage. Not current.
Yeah.
When one goes up, the other one has to go down. You're not getting power.
Yeah. Odds are it would just burn out the systems that are intact and probably kill us again.
True.
That's the other thing, you remember? Electrocution.
Oh, yeah.
In the ocean.
I wonder if I killed everyone.
I'm starting to think it was the otter.
And then, and then I just realized that that would be a bad idea because some wiring you might get some short circuits and all of a sudden it opens that you don't want open.
Or the whole ship can go boom.
Yeah,
there's that too.
Explode. Fires, like submarine fires, are some of the worst because there goes all of our air.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so we're going to focus on finding where our bodies were located, and we're going to try and identify is that on the, I guess I should ask, is that on the way towards where we think the device might be?
It is.
Okay. Excellent. So, let's go find our bodies, try and figure out what killed us so we can avoid doing it again, and then focus on getting to the device.
Okay.
Simple plans.
Mm-hmm.
Simple plans.
So far.
you get on the way, and with the help of the new guy, he already like pointed out where it was, and you have to open a few more doors, which he said he closed, and eventually you come into a very large room. You probably have heard that Progenitors ships are known for really huge empty spaces in their ship with ways going through them. That's one of those rooms. No, not the biggest one. The interesting about this one is that, like the new guy mentioned before, it's half flooded.
Huh.
It's, like the about the lower half, not quite. There's like another meter or two, but almost up to the one walkway that you come out upon. But everything below that is flooded with water. But fortunately, there seems to have been some equilibrium created. The water is not rising any higher.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's like evidence of a struggle, of a fight, or something Jaws-like coming out of the water.
No, there's nothing Jaws-like coming out of the water. The water is quite still.
I would like to use to search for anything that could be like a trap with my EM sense and my eyes.
Well, do a mind perceive search roll. Body, I'm sorry, body, of course. That would be body.
Booty.
Booty search.
Did I ever learn that? I don't remember. I do not.
Yep, found one.
3. Heck. The suit. I just like the suit.
Okay. Well, you do not find anything with your EM sense. However, you do find things, and the others, of course, do. And you don't have to roll for this because it's a walkway. It's not really much. It's easy to search. It's very limited floor space. Let's put it that way. And there's not really anything in the way. You find bits and pieces of equipment that you do recognize.
Oh.
Get chair back.
I would like to try to recover a chair, if at all possible.
Even more than your personal project.
For something that specific, you do have to make a search roll.
Making a search roll. It was meant to be!
You find chair.
Proceed!
I'm gonna see if I can find my Ray Blade.
Okay.
I want to.
Kura, in the meanwhile, is going to look at the area and see... Well, he's going to say...
Come on, guys, let's focus. Something did this. We have to find out what. Get the equipment for now.
Julius is going to look for his body real quick.
There are no bodies.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
The tower guy will point out. This is totally where it was, and he shows himself quite disturbed that the bodies are gone. There are like traces of blood. There's like dried blood there.
Okay,
Any memory of what did this?
No. Camilla, yes, you are able to find your ray blade.
Julius is gonna wants to. Okay, he's gonna look for his toggle See if that may have gone off.
Okay, that you actually have a reason to find.
Yeah.
Trish is just looking over everything. Like, nothing's special about the roof. There's no holes in the roof.
Nope.
Isn't that?
I mean, this room is so big you can't actually see the ceiling.
Oof.
Yeah, it's a big room.
Nice.
Okay. Welcome back. You do find your toggle case, but it's broken.
Great. No. Oh. Ikura,
Yeah.
is it possible to recover anything from this?
Yes, but we're gonna need equipment for it.
Darn. So we can't see if I took pictures of whatever may have attacked us. Yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something I'd definitely be able to deal with if we survive this.
Willing
Yes.
to bet it's another guy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's
All of a
it's
sudden you see a whole bunch of guys just warming.
Well, it's not like a bunny can go feral.
So it's a guy who woke up with macrosurgery.
Yes. Macro surgery. It was like macro Tor guy with horrible like.
With the how
Wow.
did that get there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
are you lingering around here? Are you moving on?
Julius is gonna follow the group.
I got what I'm here for.
Yeah. Moving on.
Trish is very wary of the water because it seems like whatever attacked them would probably come from the water.
Actually, that is a good question. What direction do the drag marks go in?
Roll me a. What would that be? Check. Lacking anything else to body perceive search.
Yeah.
Okay.
Search. If you have any medical background.
Mm.
No.
Mm.
Survival tracking.
So survival would work too, yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's
do
right.
not have any ranks in survival. Let me
I do.
I
see.
did a search roll.
So survival would be without that +2, but would otherwise be the same. So I did roll a 10, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's search.
3, 3, 3, 10.
Anybody else rolling?
I would like to. It's just my internet's being a little grumpy.
Oh, okay.
Give it a second to catch up to me.
Rolling for what? I'm sorry.
Trying to find out if you can find out anything about where the bodies were taken.
Oh, so body perceived search or
Or survival. Up to
survival.
you. I will accept both.
Okay, well I will do search because my survival's shit.
Alright, okay. Okay. Give me one moment while I make that roll.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Oh well, I tried.
Shark Boy is is now has the power of chair.
It does look like they were dragged off the walkway.
Oh boy.
Let's keep moving.
Let's keep
Quickly.
moving.
Let's keep moving.
Trish definitely has her knives ready.
Okay. You make it across the walkway and into a different section of the ship. In this area, you pretty quickly notice it actually it actually looks a bit more like holding cells.
That's weird.
Is it though? Think about it. Let's say you've got a patient who's, well, violent, unpredictable. What do you do?
Or
Does it look like they have been broken open at all?
It's hard to tell among the general damage of the ship.
Proceed with extreme caution.
Yeah.
Julius is
Gotcha.
going to do a quill activity check.
There's some background buzzing.
Guy.
I'm going to check the clean sweep.
That's a good idea.
Was the background buzzing God saying that, or was it commenting on buzzing?
No,
it's-
quill check.
It was a keel check.
Julius is on. Julius is a little on edge now.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like Julius's readout earlier. The one solid life form reading is gone, but it's still fluctuating.
We have added Shooty Guy to the.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
And that's when the new that one steady contact dipped off the
Yep.
thingy.
Good news, guys. There doesn't seem to be any more of us.
Give me a everybody do a mind exert logic roll.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Oh yeah.
Bad at those.
Did you say everybody?
Yes, everybody may do that.
Everybody,
Boink.
rock your body.
Oh.
What do you mean you're bad at those?
Not today.
I love how this entire time I'm rolling just underneath what I need to actually do anything useful.
You kind of are.
Guys just traumatized. at
Just
seeing this.
barely out of reach.
Well, shouldn't Guy be able to roll twice? Yeah, Kerr is too busy getting nervous, so while everyone else is sitting there going, he's just like,
Okay, those of you with successes. Trish, Julius, Camelia, Milo, how did you do?
I'm sorry.
Fairly well.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
Did it?
Yeah. You get the idea. If this is more a holding area. Oh, excuse me. And the computer you're looking for is supposed to be here. There's probably some sort of equipment storage. Where they kept the stuff belonging to the people that were being held here.
Oh, this would be a really good place to check for the thing then.
The thing.
The thing that we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense if it was in secure lockup.
The Libby.
Can those little mapite whatever thing's called? Could those search for like an item during the scanning of everything?
No, they can't look for anything specific. They just fly or crawl or whatever around and create a map of the area.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
All right, so Kura is going to start searching this area for the drive that we're looking for.
okay. How are you going to do that?
I am going to, let me see, do I have... I don't have anything that really makes. I mean, I don't really have anything that specifically makes it so I can search areas quickly. Not really, but I do have a couple ranks in search, so I'm just gonna start searching.
Okay.
Ba, 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 ba. Okay.
Trish is gonna be standing watch, kind of, I guess, guarding everyone while they're searching.
That is a good idea.
Okay. Okay. So getting into the rooms here is a bit more difficult. Takes a bit more time because these doors are more secure. But you can do so. You make your way to several of the rooms here with nothing to show for.
Oh well.
Eventually, you do come across a more, not necessarily security station, but no, something along that lines. I'm not sure what it would be called. Which does include a titled equipment storage.
Ooh. All right. Yeah, I guess cast through that. See if I can't locate anything.
There's one problem.
Oh.
That room is flooded.
Oh. Can we use a sheet window? Or one of the
Yeah, shoot
things?
window.
If the people with those are willing to use one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
I'll-
want to see if there's anything in there that
Razzie, you sound really far away.
I'll use one of mine.
Okay. It is fairly dark on the other side. Can't see much.
Can we cast light through the sheet window?
That's not how those things work. At least I'm pretty sure that's not how they work.
That is not how they work. They're
one way.
yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense. Well. Trying to think if. Are there any other item lockups, or is this the only one?
It's the only one you found.
Can I make an engineering check to see if there's a way that we could basically secure the room and then open the door so that, yes, a lot of water is going to rush out, but it's not going to just flood this entire section of the ship?
Go ahead.
Engineering.
Um,
14-7.
Yeah, you could rig something like basically close the door of the previous room and turn it into an improvise an airlock way.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, in that case, shoot, Gura's gonna suggest that they airlock it off and have, like, him and one other person search that room wearing the pressure suits.
Do decent at search. Not the best, though.
I'm kind of thinking maybe send Julius in, because...
Yeah, Julius is good. Yeah, he's
is
thinking
my
of volunteering.
Go ahead.
Julius, do you
Yes?
happen to have do you... Never mind. Go ahead. The reason I was gonna bring my maybe guys should go is because I have a gill suit, so even if I have a problem with my outer suit, underneath I'll still be able to breathe perfectly fine underwater.
I can breathe as well.
Yeah, and he can't breathe underwater, but he has reclaimed respiration. Oh, so long as he moves slowly or hold still, hold his breath for up to an hour.
Breath
Exactly.
isn't the problem. It's passion.
Since you have the emergency suits, breathing is not a problem. Moving around still might be.
True.
However, you have like 3 people in the group who are used to that.
I was saying, let's send the
So
one more...
might as well let those folks take care of it. I'm not gonna. So have fun. Guy's gonna hang out with himself.
man.
Would the dark vision come into play at all, or not?
Not. I mean, it would help, but you probably have lamps that work underwater.
Yeah, lamps. And if we do lose light, Julius has orientation. He can help guide anybody anywhere.
All right. Well, let's prepare to.
Okay. Give me another engineering roll to set the airlock up.
Okay.
If only one person.
Dang,
is going.
Nice.
Damn, yeah, you okay, yeah, you set that up real nice. Your airlock building teacher would be proud.
Ace that class.
So who's gonna go along and help search?
Julius is going to.
Yeah, just one person is fine.
Yeah, for now at least.
Oh, so just one at a time, not 2 people.
Are you sure? I would like to point out this is probably a one-time thing, because you can now keep the everything else from flooding, but you have no way of actually emptying the airlock room of water.
Oh, true.
I'll
So hey,
go in.
we can't. Okay, I'm assuming new. Wait, does new guy also have a pressure suit?
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
We literally have to find a way of getting the ship over here to keep him alive. Otherwise, he has to knowingly commit suicide.
No, you have a way off the ship that doesn't require a pressure suit.
Mm-hmm. It's the submarine.
Yeah, it's just the you can make your way all the way back to the submarine. You know, it's just if an emergency does happen, probably that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
That actually brings up a good question. I'm sorry, Julius. I just got to make sure I say this before I forget it.
Okay.
I'm wondering if Guy and his other self should head back towards the submarine and explain to the team what's going on and see what happens.
Okay, that actually goes into what I was about to say. Can we trust the people on the submarine?
No, but do we have a choice?
I imagine they're the ones taking us down here repeatedly.
Let me check something real quick.
Yeah, I was going to ask, are we on the interior portion of the ship, or is that room next to the outer hull? Part of the outer hull.
No, it isn't.
Okay. So there goes that idea. If for some reason we can't get back out, we can swim out and then swim our way to the submarine. But can't do that.
Everybody who has ranks in it, give me a community perceived communication check.
I got that.
I also have that.
Sorry.
Let me see. I have 4 ranks and a boon in that.
As a cargo pilot, he probably should have communication.
Oh, wow.
I guess 3 ranks.
Just
The
keep
dice
it,
are on fire.
keep it on with the crit rolls here.
Finally, rolls that I'm actually successful on. Jeez.
Da na na na.
We just hear muffled interstellar music, and Trish is just like, I see forever.
Okay. Thinking back, you remember Tevai, the otter who has been like your liaison person who accompanied you down in the ship. She stayed at the submarine,
Mm-hmm.
but she was basically your guide there. Looking back, she did seem unhappy about something. And you did get the impression that she is a very honest person. She didn't give any of you the impression that she would be lying.
Interesting.
So she might not even know.
Or she does know, but she hates it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Or-
gonna be Kura's guess, is that like she's in on this, but she is not happy with it.
Or she does know and thinks we know.
But does she know that we might not know she knows?
Please stop right there.
So we got 3 realistic outcomes right now.
But that is besides the point, because we have a compartment to search.
Yes. So, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say 2 people can get in there and do the searching. Assuming it's possible that Kura just stays in the room that's going to be flooded and takes care of the engineering.
That actually sounds like a good idea. I stay in the flooded room, in the airlock, and take care of the engineering. 2 people search, and then like 2 more people stay with new guy. Yes, it splits the party, but we're gonna have to split the party no matter what, and we're gonna have to do it right now because I do not want to leave new guy sitting out there by himself.
Yeah.
So Kura's going to be on the door, ready to open it back up to let us out.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that guy's probably going to have to stay with himself. He's literally the only person here who's mentally prepared himself for this situation.
No, I don't think that's a bad idea.
Because otherwise he's literally beside himself.
By the way, if Guy and Guy want to go back to the submarine, that's probably something they can do.
Yeah. I don't think it would be unreasonable, but
Just saying that also means that they are outside of the events that are going to continue to transpire here. Okay. In the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
you already did the engineering check, so everything is set up. And now, you never said who is actually going to do the searching.
Julius will volunteer.
Okay.
I don't have a boon, but I have 3 ranks in it.
You're better off than I am then.
Okay, so Milo and Julius are going in. That leaves Trish and Guy sitting outside with regular Guy, along with Camellia.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 outside, 3 inside. That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, because Taurus swimming is not very majestic.
Okay. Kura is sealing the door out to the hallway, and then starts working on the door to equipment storage. And it's difficult to open, but eventually you manage it. And like the moment even a little, so you open it, manage to open it a little bit, water starts just rushing in.
Everybody stay braced.
Unless you're a shark, in which case, stay burst.
Oh lord.
And yeah, it actually takes a minute for the room to actually completely flood. But once it has, you can continue like forcing the door open, and eventually Julius and Milo can enter equipment storage, which is an ungodly mess. There's stuff over the floor everywhere.
Okay.
So give me body perceive search roll.
Yep. Julius will swim to the top for a better viewage. Oh, perceive search. That should be. Ah.
Ugh. Oh. Okay.
That works.
All right. Yeah, Milo is looking around for a while and just finding lots and lots of junk. But eventually, Julius, who's like floating near the ceiling, suddenly darts down, and there's a poof, like a cloud of dust and small objects. And as the otter emerges from it, he is holding what looks like a little laptop in his front paws.
And he's doing a nice little dance.
I have retrieved the thing! The thing!
Does a quick victory circle swim.
Oh,
And-
that's waterproof.
Like, always assuming that's the correct laptop thingy that we're looking for.
You are once you are emerging from storage room.
Yeah, I mean, Kura's gonna take a quick look at it, kind of see, like, if this is the right kind of thing.
You probably, I mean, it's obviously you can't turn it on, or
Yeah.
or rather you shouldn't. But
it probably should dry out for a bit.
It looks about right.
Okay.
And it's ocean. How salty is the Europa Ocean? Is it salty?
It is, yes.
Or other contaminants too?
No, but this is the kind of machine that should be able to take being submerged for a while.
Okay.
Oh, it's a black box. Cool.
Pretty much.
Julius is going to hand Kura the PPC because Kura would probably be better with it.
Okay.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You are still in a flooded room.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, never mind.
Now, how are you getting out of there?
Swim back to the door, knock, and ask nicely.
Close the inner door so that we're in a flooded room, but that inner door is that we're not going to get a huge outrush of water. We're just going to get a small room's worth of outrush of water.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Smarty Vina.
Yes.
Using the airlock
That's why
as
you
it's
use
intended.
The airlock that way, as it's intended to maintain certain pressurized areas. At least as long as they can be when you have such problems.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's how they were designed to work.
Well, how Kura designed to work it, because this is all flying by the seat of his pants.
Okay. Well, there's no
Well, I
other.
guess they're big pants now.
Yes.
Since you thought of that, I'm not gonna make you do any more rolls.
Julius is going to hand a laptop over to whoever and is going to ready to ride the wave out.
Oh god.
I'm afraid that's not gonna happen
Aww.
because you're not like opening the door in one sweep. But you know, there's just a little what you call like sliver open first,
Mm-hmm.
which the water starts to drain out of.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody outside is probably getting wet.
Yeah. Trish takes like a step back away from them.
Here, I have.
Yes.
How about we get the new guy? Oh my god. Away from all the terrible water in case a big
You
flood
realize
does
we
happen.
have walked away from that, like, that we're not standing there anymore.
I'm sorry, I took my headset off for a few seconds because I had to get some things sorted out. I wasn't sure. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we've stepped away. Well, I won't say that we've gone back to the sub quite yet. We were kind of heading that way.
Okay, was our entire group heading that way, or just you two?
Just those two.
It's us two.
Just the guys.
Okay.
Just the
So
guys.
we're still in eye shot of y'all. We just
Okay.
we've
Yeah.
decided not to
Not to linger for too much longer.
Yeah.
Not if
okay.
we don't have to.
Sorry.
But yeah. Eventually, even though now everything's wet, the party is united again. The the searchers emerged successfully from their mission of searching, with the object of desire in hand, or paw, or whatever.
Finn.
We have the MacGuffin files.
Yes.
All right. Now we have the data. Now let's exfiltrate. We are leaving.
Yep.
All right. You make your way back
Let's read to.
out of the the holding area, and you get back into the large room thingy. And I would like to see body perceive rolls from everybody.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yay! Oh, that's great.
Good thing.
Oh, hey. Hi, I got one success.
Oh no!
Kind of wants to have like explosive setup, so as soon as we leave this thing, we'll just like finish scuttling the ship.
Been skirting those twos all session.
What was the
and-
roll? Sorry, I missed it.
Body perceive rolls.
You should roll twice.
Oh, hey, it didn't go awfully the first time around.
Nice. Guy and Kura.
Yes.
Hello.
Julius is looking horrible. Like not
Julius?
just not yes, Julius. He's
Oh.
not just looking fuzzy. It looks like he's looking all over the place.
Hey guys, run.
We need to move. We need to move. We need to move right now.
But definitely have wheelchair and definitely using my
high map.
athletics.
Oh dear.
High map. Oh, hi, Map.
So where are we in relation to this?
Sorry.
Probably near the beginning of the room.
Yeah.
Zoom out.
Hey,
What?
me. Yes, me. We need to leave.
I was just thinking that. Good job, me.
Yeah,
I'm proud of me.
You may rearrange yourself, but in that area, roughly.
Oh my god, you can literally pat yourself on the back.
You know, this seems about good
He's
for.
the tar guy. Too bad.
Because, we were headed this direction, right?
Yes. So you just entered the room and going this way.
Okay, so we probably would have been further ahead, wouldn't we?
If you want to.
Oh no, I'm just trying to, because we were towards the back of the room we were previously just in.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, we were bringing up the rear, so yeah.
It is up to you. However you wish to arrange yourselves.
I think it was pretty accurate for Trish's position.
And soon you notice something else. There is a glowing in the water.
Oh dear.
I hate things that do this. Why do we do this?
I'm tempted to just shock the water right now.
What are you doing?
Running.
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check, everybody.
Yay, I
Julius?
have ranks in that.
Julius is gonna also use-
But body exert, of course.
Running by to try to figure out what it is.
Just run. Just fucking run. We'll find out soon enough. Curiosity killed the cat.
And in this case, it might kill the dog, the yin, the shark, and the otter.
Yeah, no
Okay,
kidding.
so
I feel safe.
simplifies mean that ones don't cancel, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a damn good thing that guy, in whatever form, has a decent athletics score.
No kidding.
And as a Tor, he'd probably move faster too.
I feel cursed.
Has everybody rolled?
Yep.
Actually, no, you have 3 passes.
Yes.
But
Starting with mine. That is correct.
Okay, let's see. Okay, that's 2 successes there. Milo has 2. Guy has 2. Trish has 3. Julius has 2. And Camellia has 2 as well. Dang it! You guys did all really well.
I took a
We want
couple
nothing
ranks in
to do with
athletics
the
before
glowing
we.
thing in the water.
That sounds like you want us to die.
Again, apparently.
I'm just pointing out that we very clearly don't want to reenact Jaws.
Ba-dum.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, it didn't turn out well for the shark.
Yeah, it really didn't.
Ah,
Yeah.
Poor shark.
I'm not biting the metal thing.
There is a really off topic about Jaws, but it's hilarious, but I want to tell it.
No, not the time.
No.
yeah.
Now is
Not
the time
We're
to
busy.
run.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Okay, I gave
One
you a second.
scream
Would you
is
like
preferred.
another?
You run faster when you scream.
I
Okay,
will take that
so
as yes, you want another second.
no, I'm good. So you start hoofing it, as they say, even though none of you has hoofs. Still do a very good. Still do very good at hoofing it, and as you do, you run across this walkway. You notice the glow growing brighter to your right. And there's definitely movement in the water. And,
Hey, demon from the deep, go fuck yourself.
I'm wondering if this is like some kind of T-Rex thing that is going to be
Deep 'em.
because it gives away our position.
As you get to about there, you hear a very loud splash somewhere behind you,
Heck.
and you feel a shudder going through the walkway.
Yep, not turning back. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Run.
Do you keep running? Anybody
Yes.
looking back? Anybody stopping?
No.
Trish will. If the thing's behind us, Trish would look back and kind of slow down to make
Guy
sure
is going
everyone
to
runs
kick your ass as he
past
goes.
her
Just say it.
up the rear.
Both of them, probably.
Both of us. We're both probably going to smack you on the ass and remind you that this is not the time. This is not the time. Remember what happened with the owl? I lost an arm with that. I am not losing another life just
I'm
because
not
I had to
dying
slow
down
down.
here again. Oh no. Oh,
I would
fuck
like
that.
to
Fuck
stop
all
and
of
make
that.
sure everyone gets through at the door. Not in this
Stopping-
room. I'm
Yeah, stopping
sprinting.
at the door would be a good idea.
Out
but
of character. What the heck is that?
A
What's it
bioweapon.
called?
Take a quick look at Discord. I'm uploading an image there.
Oh no.
It's one of the things.
It's lovely.
I'm
It's one of the native
I-
features
I-
of Europa. How
I shall
beautiful!
call it- I shall call it Bessie. Hey, Bessie.
Yeah. So, Trish, you said you're looking behind you. You see that. Basically jumping from the water onto the walkway. It's like opening its mouth and screeching, and these several tongues that end in barbed stingers, like emerge and just whip out towards you. Like,
It's a crab
not they're not long enough to actually reach you, but it's doing that, and it's like it has like sort of arms that it uses to drag itself along the way.
It looks like it's not the most mobile on land, so I'm just gonna yell,
It doesn't look
keep
particularly
running.
fast.
Julius figures he's already got pictures on that little toggle he recovered. He's going to run.
Yeah, no, just run. Because it might not be mobile, but that don't matter for shit if it knocks the catwalk we're on into the water and drags us down with it.
Especially since the catwalk looks like it's fractured.
Yes.
So just run.
Okay. I have one question for the Yin.
Yes.
Did you close the doors behind you?
No.
Which doors?
Like the
Any of
doors
them.
you've been going through. You had to open.
Well, if we're passing through this door, like, I'm assuming we're on the catwalk, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The door back here? Probably not.
No, I mean the door back here from your first time you came.
We
close
probably
as
would
well.
have because the room was flooding.
What?
no.
I-
That was the room.
No, okay, stop. Everybody, stop for a minute.
Yep.
I'm gonna literally show this on the thing.
Mhm.
So let's imagine this is where the submarine is,
Mhm.
and there's a door where that little box on the catwalk is. We probably didn't close every single door between us and there, probably because we wouldn't wanted to have forget which way we went.
Yeah.
Yeah, among other good reasons why we wouldn't have closed it.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
But I
doors
think
that would
the other
close or
thing to
exit
keep
out.
in mind is that we may have closed a couple of them if we thought it might have had some structural issue. I don't know. I was the one in charge of the doors, which is why Tygon was asking specifically.
Mhm.
So, now
Kuro-
deliver your actual answer.
Kura would not have closed any of the doors between the submarine and here, specifically for the reason mentioned that pretty much all the doors we've encountered have been shut. So the easiest way to navigate back to the sub is navigate by the doors we have left open.
Also,
That
we would have known where we've been by the fact that the door's open.
That's literally what I just said. Yes.
That is very fair. So in that case, you can you can make your way out of this large room without delay because the door is open.
The door is open. Let's go.
What's everyone's movement, and is anyone lagging behind?
I think the slowest in this group is Milo.
Heck.
Mine.
Heck, heck, heck.
Milo, what is your speed? Because mine's 4.
Hold on. Let me find it real quick. 4.
Mine is 6.
Yes, I'm 7.
Yeah, so Milo and I are the most slow, and we're both 4.
And
You
I
used to
originally
be a
was-
lot slower than.
I bought Wind Sprint.
No, Milo used to be a lot slower.
Yep.
Yeah,
No.
I realized that and fixed it. I bought a movement
Okay, fair.
at some point.
That is fair.
Actually, no, I remember what it was. I bought a movement when I bought, I think, 2 movements when I got my armor. Because I was like, oh, this makes me slower. Let's not.
If I made, like, ready in action or something,
What do you want to do?
once I get to the door, I want to try throwing the shock spike at the beast to hopefully give the others who are lagging behind a little bit more time. Since my
Okay.
movement is 6, I feel like I'd probably be closer to the front.
Okay, roll attack for
Yeah.
that.
I don't remember how to roll for attack.
I have a Sam.
I have something better. Is this thing following us on the catwalk?
Yes.
I have a can. The guys are faster than me, right?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, I am going. I have.
Core is the same speed.
I have a can of aerosol ghost gel. I'm going to puncture that and throw it behind me as I run.
Oh, I love that.
Brilliant.
Because fuck you, Sea Demon.
Okay. Give me.
Fuck you, sea demon.
Who
Oh,
unpoofed?
cool. Julius is next to Kara. That works pretty quick.
Ah, Melissa, she unpoofed.
Sea Demons.
Hello?
Hello.
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 Sorry, everyone was getting really laggy, so I had to leave and
Oh.
join back.
Oh, that's okay.
It's okay.
Give me an attack roll.
What would
I
you
don't
like?
remember how.
What kind of attack roll should I roll?
Throwing, I think, was basically
Body, I believe.
yeah,
So just a body exert.
like a melee attack.
So
Okay.
just a body
And you
exert.
don't add proficiency, so that's just like damage thing. Okay.
It counts as a melee attack. So if you have
I have some.
no, wait, that's for damage. But if you have a boon, that'll like,
Thrown weapons get 3 short range. Okay.
for both of you, for Camellia and Milo,
So just a body exert.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you, Sea Demon.
Okay, I'm gonna call that good. All right. So, Milo, you like, I don't know. You said you were gonna puncture that can. So yeah, you like jam your knife or whatever in it, and then throw it behind yourself. At the same time, you see Camellia like grab a spike thing. I don't know if you know what a shock spike is. And throw it just past you and over the head of the 2 guys. The heads, I'm sorry. And you hear a loud screech behind you, and Camellia, you see that you throw you throw pretty well, and you hit it like on the, let's say, the neck.
Mhm.
The thing is screeching for a moment, giving itself a shake, and then it actually gets a bit quicker because you kind of made it angry. And it makes a jump forward, and as it lands, it's sort of hand things find no purchase on the on the walkway anymore, and they just slide to the side, and the thing slams down on its face.
Heck you, sea demon! Heck you! Minor inconvenience and awkward motion! Get back in that water and stay there!
Go home and think about what you've done.
I just realized something, by the way.
Yes?
I have 2 existential dreads. I have 2 of my notoriety pistols now. One on me and the other one on the other guy.
Oh, so literally what happened with me and Chair.
Yup.
Yeah, except that there's another guy who might want to still use it.
Exactly. So there's 2 of me and 2 guns that are pretty strong. This will be interesting.
Julius would like to tell Kerr quickly, PVC, hardwire, left saddle.
What?
Hardwire. You send a charge through hardwire, it set up a barrier, whatnot.
No, as soon as we get through this door, I'm just gonna close it behind us and we're gonna keep running.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have time to fuck around with gadgets.
I just threw that because it had the disrupt property.
Yeah, if we had time to actually
nice.
if we had the time to actually set things up, Shark Puppy would be distracting this thing.
So one after the other, you make your way through the door.
Mm-hmm.
The 4, however, I'm still not sure how to pronounce the name. Is like for several moments it's like struggling and scrabbling, trying to find purchase on the walkway, on an area that suddenly has zero friction.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing you see is it's finally managing to find a spot that's not covered in ghost gel and pull itself forward before Kura and Trish together wrench the door back closed. A second later, there's a loud oomph as something, presumably the 4, slams against the door from the other side and actually dents it a good bit.
Okay, keep running.
We're gonna keep moving. Close bulkheads as we go.
Yeah. I was tempted to just toss a sheet window on one of the doors.
Why?
No. Just
No. The only actions we're taking are run and maybe
and
close the door behind us.
All right. Okay. After a lot of running,
I would like to make one thing.
yes.
As we are running to the sub, after the doors are shut, Milo's yelling, "It was a dumb purchase, they said! This wouldn't help anybody, they said!"
So eventually you after running through dark hallways and the occasional room that you had to go through, you see light ahead.
Oh crap, did we
Okay.
die again?
No,
Is
it's
Well, I'm gonna just say it. I think I'm with everyone. I'm saying we're not gonna take any chances. We're gonna move through this as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is perfectly fine and reasonable. And the light ahead is the part where the submarine docked.
Okay, great. Where's the submarine? Is it still there?
Yes, it's still there.
You worried us.
Well, if it wasn't there, there wouldn't be any light. And there would be a lot of water because they had cut a hole in the hull of the ship to get there.
Yes, yes,
good
they
point,
would.
good point. Alright, well, get in there and get going. Just like, tell them, nope, we're going. We need to leave right this minute. Like, as if we were on fire.
Are we trying to hide the other guy?
No,
we don't have time for this. Explain it all.
Like as we're
Safety.
running onto the ship, Kura just like pushes other guy into the hands of one of the crew members. Like,
Here, hold this.
no,
You really couldn't, but yes.
no, because
Adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
no, Kura is not doing that. He's gonna make sure everyone is on board, everyone is safe, and then give the all clear.
We can worry about the legality of his existence in a minute.
Mhm.
Because technically his predates this current guy. Of course, you know, you might not want to talk about that.
All right. Inside, this is basically beyond the airlock of the submarine. A slightly surprised Tavai is standing there. Just what's going on? What's wrong?
We're leaving. That's what's going on.
Who's that?
Doesn't matter. Leaving. Let's go. Chop chop.
Big,
What's
big
going on?
giant sea snake with giant sharp teeth chasing us.
Sea demons.
Guy,
What do you? Wait, did you mean a four?
Yes.
Guy is going to literally take Tivai by the hands and tug her to the bridge. We're going, like now. I'm not joking. You need to go or I will go without you. We're leaving now. We'll figure it all out once we get to the surface and we can think about things that aren't trying to eat us, okay? Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I love you. Bye bye.
Isn't this like a several hour long journey?
I can't help but imagine both of them doing this at the same time. And that's the issue I'm having with this right now.
Since when did I get 2 kids?
Oh no!
Two angry, heavily armed children.
I am not a child. I am a grown-ass adult. Please put me down.
Okay. Well, Tavai's attitude is pretty much. Let's not argue with the strange doggo who suddenly acquired a twin with a different morphism. They want to go. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes.
Well, okay then, I guess.
And if we didn't, we'll come back with a better crew for this.
But we did, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, Kura is going to hold up the thing.
Okay. Great. All right. Well, I'll tell the captain. And she like instructs the crew to detach the ship. And a few minutes later, you are slowly drifting away upwards, away from the progenitor ship.
I don't like slowly.
Now, I'm curious.
I'm afraid there's no other option in this case.
I know.
What was that, Trish?
Is this submarine creature proof?
I would assume so,
in as
because
much as they can make it so. They
Yes.
kind
Yeah.
of have to. It's from what I remember reading the lore on this. Any submarine that's built to go a certain depth into
Europa's ocean has to be reinforced to a level we would consider militarized, and it's not because, oh hey, they have a bunch of rockets and things on it, because rockets. They have to have those torpedoes, they have to have the armoring. If they don't, any of the random fauna that live in the ocean, which there's not a lot, but all of them are dangerous. All of them. Even the little ones.
So
which
there's
is
not a lot,
part
but
of
what it
why...
is there wants to kill you.
Well, it's part of why people going missing when they go out into the ocean isn't unheard of. But it's also not unheard of for people to feel the call to go to the ocean. Especially those vectors who have aquatic morphisms.
Hi.
For whatever reason, a lot of them feel almost compelled to go into the ocean, even though literally everything in there will kill them as soon as it gets the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. So,
Been
standard
in there.
procedure, make everything armored as hell.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, we're gone.
Yep. Pretty much.
All right.
And isn't this going to make a several-hour-long journey up to the surface?
Yes.
We get to decompress in more than one way.
Yeah, Guy is not looking forward to explaining how all this went down.
Well, obviously you had a twin with a different morphism upon the vessel. You're
Kura is
rescuing
actually
him
going
too.
to approach Tavai with a kind of a grim expression on his face, and he will kind of he'll just kind of nod towards the back of the sub and say,
So, did you know about this?
About what?
This wasn't the first time we've done this, isn't it?
She looks visibly uncomfortable.
I'm
Guy
not
is
going to
going-
press charges if the contract was broken. The deal was we were supposed to know.
Guy is going to clarify by standing by himself. I have a thing. And I don't think TTI knows about the thing. You see, I've been dead before. Meet the me who's, I guess, legally me now? Is this how this works?
She squirms a moment. Said, they told me you were all dead and you would never know.
Well, we found the
Well-
bodies, or what was left of them.
And, I come back. Half the time, anyway.
The Flora normally don't leave things behind, so they said you would never realize. And if we told you you all died down there, you wouldn't want to go again.
You misunderstand. We, I guess, are crazy enough to go for it anyway. It's worth it. I mean, if I never came back, I never came back. That was something we'd agreed on, and we knew was possible. But with the way I work, it's also possible I would have been trapped down there for however long I managed to survive. So, you know, the risk was, for me, insanity?
So, you knew that we died down there. Did you know why? And you still sent us down there anyways?
Well, I mean, everybody knows it's dangerous to go down here. We
Even
told you
we
several.
did.
We told you several times. And yes, we knew you died. You should have transmitters. We saw everything.
And you didn't properly equip us for this? They give us big guns.
There was no reason of thinking that a Thor would be in the ship. And besides, if we had given you big guns capable of dealing with something like that, one missed shot would have meant you would put a really big you would have really put a really big hole into the hull, and then that wouldn't have solved your problems. That would have made it worse.
Guy coldly realizes something. Guys, it's about cost effectiveness. Don't get me wrong, I'm not holding them personally responsible. It's not Tavai's fault. She's just doing her job.
Yeah, I know.
It's really easy to make a body. It's not so easy to supply an entire intact ship and keep a foyer out at the same time. No, the four, something else. I'm gonna guess if you were gonna actually do this by the books legit, you would have had to take at least a fleet of submersibles and at least a few squads down there. Am I right?
Yeah, that would have never been approved. Much
Exactly. So, easy way out. Have people sign a contract, get them brain scans, and send them in as many times as it takes to complete the mission, and then keep the ones that survived alive.
How many times did we do this?
Just these 2 times.
Okay.
If it had been more than that, there would have been more than me running around.
Maybe. Maybe.
Just
Well, that's just depending on if we survived the attacks from the Foy. If we didn't, well, I know where I am. Oh god, I hate this.
There is a dull thud somewhere on the submarine from the Shark Boy just passing out on the floor. No more adrenaline high. Energy's gone. Good night, everyone.
Trish rubs her head like, ugh. After this, we need a drink. You're buying the first round.
Alright. Now, you are slowly making your way back up to the surface. I have one question.
Yes.
First, are you doing anything with the computer?
Kura is going to inspect it for damage.
I'd also check to make sure it has the data we want.
Yes, that too.
It looks a little dinged, but otherwise, fine.
Water damage at all?
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Julius is just staring out one of the windows.
I mean, you wouldn't necessarily say that, but I'm gonna tell this as background info. This is it's a laptop from the terraforming station, and as such, it is made to withstand, let's say, rougher environments. So that it's a very sturdy machine.
Makes sense.
Great. Well, surface. Sweet surface.
Once you arrive on the surface, the one question I have is, how are you handling the whole situation with your, let's say, somewhat illegal resurrection?
Kura is going to grimly accept the explanation and is not going to bring it up unless they do. And he is going to quietly, basically just going to say, he's going to essentially just accept new guy along with us. And they're going to talk in private about that.
Mm-hmm. Keeping in mind that the sudden presence of new guy is going to raise some questions.
Yes, but his... Okay. if any questions are brought up, he's just going to be like, "We are not talking about this unless you want to talk about some questions that we have." So I think it would be best, in terms of our contract, to just not ask questions. We're just gonna kind of let it be. If they want to forget that that there's an illegal duplicate of Guy running around, Kura is willing to forget that they illegally brought us back.
Okay. What do
That
the
is
others
just
say?
Kura's perspective.
What did the rest of y'all say?
Trish is annoyed at all of this, but also realizes, well, there's nothing we can do about it now, but she's probably gonna ask for maybe an extra bonus money or something out of this.
That's what Julius was thinking of doing.
Greed.
Amelia knows when to stay quiet.
Because there's the usual negotiation afterwards.
There comes the greater greed.
Yeah. But Julius, for the most part, is just still staring out the window until they reach the underwater dome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, part.
Yeah. What does Guy say about all this?
Well, there's a problem. You see, for us, there's no way of knowing which one of us is going to persist. See, we might both have the override, you know, the thing that makes us come back.
Yep.
We could both have that. So if one of us was to literally commit suicide, we might just come back and continue to propagate the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You guys everywhere.
True.
Could you imagine if we'd really been stuck in that loop and had more? I think the best way to handle this is for me to take my brain scan back, just in case. For them to delete my brain scan from the file. Not because, it's not handy having one around, but because technically I already have one, I guess? I don't know.
Isn't that done standard as part of the contract, where our brains are only scanned for the contract and then deleted afterwards?
Yes.
Supposedly.
Yes, but they've already broken the contract.
That is indeed the case. Yes.
Okay.
But the thing is I want that copy.
Mm-hmm.
I want that copy, and I want to see them delete the one they have on file. Beyond that, I don't even want the pay. I don't want the money. I don't want anything more. Y'all leave us alone. You very clearly did something that you shouldn't have, that you didn't know, and I don't blame you. But at the same time, if you hadn't have done that, we never would have found out. And I can almost guarantee Guy would have tried to think of another way to get down there.
Yeah.
But the point is Guy's like Kerr on this. Except he wants a copy of his brain scan. And he wants to see it deleted. Beyond that, he just don't ask questions, and we won't have to push anything going. That's it. We don't need your answers. We don't need to ask the questions. Just meet those stipulations, and I'm out of your hair. We are out of your hair forever.
Yep. No, I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Okay. Yeah. No, this is they will let you watch as they delete the scans.
Josh is happier.
Shark Boy's still passed the heck out.
Poor Shark Boy.
Can I just lift them around?
Probably.
I'd like to point out that by doing this, I have technically created 3 guys that are living and one that's a digitized scan.
Yep. But you know what? We're doing a lot of illegal activity right now, so, you know.
Planet of the guys.
Planet of the Guys. I'd watch it. But,
One of the good guys or one of the bad guys?
if necessary, Kura is willing to negotiate on Guy's behalf as far as that stipulation.
Okay. Just as to check again, none of you is like going to press charges or anything for your illegal resurrection.
Nope.
I don't think it actually go anywhere. I mean, this is already a sketchy operation to begin with. I don't think they're gonna press any charges. They just won't go.
All right. Well, in that case, excuse me. After after a debriefing and everything, and a medical exam, just making sure you are all right, and a good night rest in that little outpost, you are taken back to the Spear of Heaven. Get basically another sort of debriefing. With what was her name? Jacqueline.
Oh, Jacqueline. Okay.
Yeah. No, you don't actually meet a Temper again. Well, I mean, should you might have on the station.
Just not in an official capacity.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm probably during the debriefing. She was probably there for that. So now on the Spear of Heaven, you get with like Jacqueline, your liaison with TTI, a official completion of your contract. The laptop containing Libby's personality construct is handed over to TTI. At least that is demanded of you per the contract. I don't know if any of you wants to argue that.
Honestly, with Kura, he would like he's just sort of going along with the contract, but if the rest of you want to see it through to make sure that she's actually brought back, then,
Trish
he will not.
would. I mean, her and Libby weren't together for all that long, but you'd like to see her come back. Old friend.
Oh, us on guard duty for? Yeah.
Guy wants to, but he thinks it'll probably be too complicated to explain why there's two of him. So he will refrain.
You can probably negotiate if not a meeting, at least an update. To make sure what they find on the machine, if the construct is viable.
Yeah, that would be good. But other than that, Kura is not going to be particularly picky about the situation.
All right. Well, in that case, you receive a note of completion of your contract, a significant payout.
Ooh.
You get a feeling that TTI is feeling generous. No, the kind of maybe if we pay these people well, they will be quiet about that.
Oh
About
yes.
the whole not about the whole not telling resurrected them business.
Oh hey, if we pay off the shady spyglass people, maybe they won't do shady spyglass things with what we just did.
And with that, I believe we are done, my friends.
Oh. Wow.
Technically, it wasn't wrong. We all did die.
We did all die. You were right. You win that bet.
And I came back.
Yep.
Again.
The GM got to indirectly kill us.
All of us. Completely. Total party kill. Rocks fall. Everyone dies. Roll credits.
I don't blame the DM, honestly. I would have killed us all too.
Well, this was this was a good way to handle that, though. A good way to give us a chance to discover the secret. Da da da.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it also explained certain things of, like, the environment, why everything was set up the way it was, why it was so clean in certain places. Like, it's because we went out and cleared it.
Mm-hmm.
We'd
Yeah.
already done the job. We just hadn't finished.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to put in a few hints, like that hole in the hull,
Yeah.
and the perk you found that looked suspiciously like the one Camellia already had.
I
Yep.
thought that was just from like a previous party. Like, oh, I know the story behind this of Cindy and Mindy. I thought they dropped it on the way out or something.
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah,
I thought Taigan was getting a little meta.
well, in a way, he was very
Yeah.
meta.
Yeah. No,
I like to use the recall tether now.
I didn't. Oh, hang on. I forgot something.
What? Sea demon.
I'm afraid
Europa wobble in its orbit
No,
a little bit.
it doesn't quite reach that far.
As the credits are rolling up, you see Camilla going down the side, being pulled back towards it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not how this is supposed to work. I never asked for this.
Yeah.
What's with the giant lettering?
I don't know if Taigan had the little monster fight actually set up, like we were supposed to fight it or not.
I did. If you guys hadn't rolled so very, very well on athletic rolls, you wouldn't have been fast enough to get past the.
But literally all of us did at least 2 successes.
Mhm.
All of us. We all-
When the best laid plans of a GM just go down the toilet because people just
Well,
roll
no,
through them.
it was still a very good
Chase.
a very good chase. Well, because we're sitting there panicking, realizing this thing very literally can punch its way through the bulkheads and get to us. We don't have time to waste.
I like
Fight it, but we'd probably die.
I like how
have.
on the very last session, the GM finally found out how to get us all on the same page and moving in the correct direction.
Yeah.
Make us
That
fight a
giant
thing
monster.
we don't want to fight.
Yeah. No kidding.
I was gonna say, this is not the first time, nor is it the last time that you have like avoided full-out boss fight combat.
I was just wondering, Taigan, when you asked when we were on the bridge, if anybody wanted to stop and look, was that mainly directed at me?
Stop and look
Just-
where.
Yes,
wondering.
do you want to take a picture?
No, not necessarily picture.
Win.
Just something else.
Like on the submarine, or
No.
I'm not sure what time you're referring to.
When on the bridge, when the thing jumped up on the bridge and was chasing us before we threw the stuff back.
I was kind of just asking in general.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, hey, who knows? These are player characters. They do crazy stuff. Maybe one of them goes, "Oh, big thing, fight!" Right?
Not when the entire rest of the party is noping away.
Kura bushes out his mane, lets out a shriek of fury, and charges at it with like a pipe wrench.
Because one thing I had thought of doing, and I never did get to do, was combining the jump assist frame with the motion wave extension. Getting extra power behind it.
As far as combat is concerned, I never did get to try out the heavy axe trick shot.
I'm just happy the ghost yell finally came in handy.
Yeah, no kidding.
It helped you pick locks.
Yeah, physical locks that are very rare in HSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Ghost Gel's never a bad purchase as far as I'm concerned. There's so many different ways to use it, in so many different contexts in which it can become helpful, that there's a reason why I never questioned the purchase you made. I was like, nope, this is perfectly logical. It's fine.
All right, if I may, little bit of final housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, you all get 35 art points.
Yay!
So bringing us up to 50 or 150.
Where do I put that?
On your character
It's
sheet
on-
under status. It's the last thing under
Character
status.
Yeah.
Um,
So that should put us at 140. No, 150.
150.
yeah, you
I'll do
get
that,
20 XP.
Ooh.
And 1,500
pro
credits
tip.
each.
Oh,
How
wow.
much?
Nice.
1,500 credits each.
Because you kind of people drowned you out, and I thought you said 5,000.
Yes, 1,500 credits.
It's like,
Well, I mean, it's not like we're really gonna be able to spend it.
yeah, true.
Yeah, I thought you might like to know.
Yeah, Kura might finally be able to buy that ship he wants.
So 1,500, 20, jump up and down like an inebriated
Could have
monkey.
probably sued TTI for.
Yeah, but you know
Pro-
that means one of the scariest corporations in Seoul has a beef, and Kura doesn't want that.
See, here's the thing. I'm a shady spyglass guy. So I don't have to sue them to make loads of money off of this.
Julius has recorded video of everything.
Yep. Oh, that's right. He didn't stop recording.
Never did.
Anyway,
Oh, cool. Blackmail.
I love how that's his reaction. Oh, cool, blackmail.
Yes.
that was Exhibit 13.
Oh,
Woo.
I'm going to assume we did get the other toggle fixed. How many pictures of that thing did I get?
I don't know.
Honestly,
It was
though,
a good ride.
now I just need to get a piece of art with Guy saying, "Hey, me, it's me again. Son of a bitch, just stop coming in unannounced."
You stop that!
Hello, me, it's the real me.
I-
You stop that.
Raznir,
Let's see.
Yes.
you know what I just had to think of?
What's that?
Is that me?
Is that me stronger than me? Oh, kill me!
Fucking kill me!
I'll kick my own ass.
I'm missing something.
Oh,
TFS!
Dragon Ball
Dude.
Bridge.
Vegeta reacting to Cell's power.
That reminds me of that movie where there can only be one, and the one.
Highlander.
The Highlander, yeah.
No, not Highlander. It was the what's his name, the Asian actor, where he's
Jet Li.
yeah. I can't remember the name of that movie, but that one where he just kills all of his alternate universe selves, so that he's
Deadpool?
the only one.
Deadpool?
No.
No, I've seen it. I think it was just called One.
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was the one or one. But yeah, it's literally Jet Li hopping from alternate reality to alternate reality, murdering himself, and as he does so, he becomes exponentially stronger for each kill.
Yep.
So
Because, like, the way they did it is apparently the way you function is the power of an individual is spread out over the various realities. So...
And the less yous are in the different realities, the more you have them.
okay then. Hopefully the other me's suck.
No, you just have to deprive them of alcohol first.
And then you come across an alternate you that's a.
That has been doing the same thing but started before me.
It's literally just Milo with the stereotypical anime eye scar, and like he has chair, and then on the end of chair there's like 7 chairs taped together.
There's more chairs.
Oh man, Kura is gonna retire now.
Yeah.
He's gonna offer both guys that, hey, do you want to work with me and do like space delivery jobs?
Guy is going to politely say, no. I have a vendetta to go do.
Now you have help.
Julius asks, "You need a pilot to get you where you need to go?"
At this point, it's like goodbye, everyone. See you in therapy.
Yeah, basically.
I will remember you in therapy.
As you're sitting there in your coat that lets you hug yourself all day in a padded room.
I really hope that you all enjoyed this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
This went much beyond anything I had expected or hoped for.
Over a year.
I mean, you all know I had expected to run out of things to do by the 3rd session. And including this one, we ended up doing 49. So,
I should have done one more to get to that even 50.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. I can live with it.
Oh, it'd be.
As it stands, I have fun, and I'm looking forward to us figuring out our next little blurbs.
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah, I'm glad you all enjoyed it. I know I messed up and everything. And, so much things I now see I could have done better. But I'm very glad and happy that we got this far. And I want to thank you all for joining me, for being patient with me, and for going along with my silly ideas.
Your silly ideas. We were the silly ones.
Well, I mean, like the silly thing, like making you do a basically Murder on the Orient Express kind of thing.
I would like to apologize for single-handedly once and then joining part in ruining 2 of your combats.
I mean,
honestly, I don't think I did anything there. I think that was you.
No, you threw the spike. It wouldn't have fallen for the ghost gel as badly.
Also,
would have had time to recover properly. But no, you threw an electrical pulse into its face.
also, we all ran very quickly.
Yes.
Yes.
We did not miss out on leg day.
No, we did
So,
not.
looking at the rolls, every single person had like points in athletics.
Yes, and I specifically
Yep.
picked up like 2 ranks between.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
You know, no one even bothered asking Amelia her previous profession or anything.
We all kind of figured it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we all
pretty
figured
sure-
it out.
I'm pretty sure at this point, Guy just already knows and isn't wanting to ask the questions because of how uncomfortable it'll make him.
It's also
It's not unlike this current situation of, oh hey, by the way, there's 2 of me.
also Camelia's
I-
kind of dating one of Milo's siblings. So
I mean, also with silly things. I also meant this. I had this idea of sending you down there when you had already been. You know that they took a brain scan of you. You know, under the pretense or maybe not even pretense, just saying, yeah, no, this is like standard policy, or this is a very dangerous mission. We're offering this for free to you. And then, basically, after you died, sending you back down there without telling you. Well, I got this idea when I realized that this would likely cause 2 guys to be there, because he would respawn on his own, and then they would create a new one.
Pretty clever thinking.
And it sounded like a fun idea. Well, I didn't know how you would react to it. But I'm glad it ended up being good.
I would like to point out that Shark Boy, in fact, got another movement after the end of this because cardio is now very important in his life.
It's like Zombieland. Rule number 1: cardio.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, I am glad that Guy has taught you the importance of cardio. If for no other reason than being a literal living example of what happens when you don't do it properly.
No kidding.
All right. Well, yes.
I just had an idea for the water park station theme park. The illegal combat arena. There might be a captured FOA in there.
Oh god, no.
You stop that. You stop that right now. You put that idea back in whatever hole you dug it out of, Satan.
Too late.
Back.
Too late. God is grinning. I have to go with it.
No, it's honestly, it would be a lot easier, a lot cheaper, and would make a lot more sense if they just had some sort of underwater bioproof there.
Yeah. Something that they can rework over and over.
Also, because without going into any background thing you guys might not want to know, these things can survive off Europa.
Yeah, they're native to the area, quote unquote.
Yep.
But yeah, any final comments from any of you?
Oh no, this was fun.
This
This
was
is
fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
It was a great ride, and thank you for including all of us.
And this is probably one of the longest running games I've been in.
I would like to
It's-
say, I think it was Rage that brought it up, of getting like a commission of all of our characters at the end of the game. Like a group commission. I would love to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. I'd
I
like
can
to do
chip
that.
Now
in for
there's
that.
gonna be 2 of me just going.
Yes.
I kind of desperately want them to be finger gunning each other.
Hey.
Just
Yeah,
them
we're the
actually
best.
smiling and happy for once, just like, hey.
Julius finally gets the disco probe gerbil ball working for his bioprobe.
Oh, guys, I just realized something. Basically everyone except Trish got pets, right? Bioprobe, AI, all that.
I passed as well.
Well, Guy had got himself.
And
Melissa,
actually, Camellia.
Yeah, you did get a pet, except yours is attached to your body.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, catfish.
That is a pet. Very needy one.
Very clingy.
Well, if you guys actually end up doing that, I might donate a bit of money to that, even though I wouldn't have a character in there.
I mean, we could just have it Last Supper style at the Historical Society.
Who's buying dinner?
Obviously, that would just be Melody just going like, ugh.
Well, we'll see.
Melody is aware that you died, isn't she? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna let you in on a little secret. If you guys had decided to basically drag TTI to the courts for the illegal resurrection, Melody would totally have helped you.
Oh, totally. But again, Kura wants to go back to being a, scrap trader and merchant with maybe some stuff on the side, maybe some item acquisition for Melody. Need something transported between planets.
Shark Boy just wants to go back doing what he did initially before his life got weird.
Real quick. My dad just got home. Pie hugs.
Oh, bye.
Bye, Kale.
Yeah, no. Nah, Guy has a vendetta now. He has a purpose. Some motherfuckers keep bringing him back. He needs to know why.
Shark Boy can help with this. You gotta at least do some digging.
Exactly. So that's what he's gonna dedicate his time and the money he got.
So which guy do you contact?
Why not both?
The way I'm gonna think of it in my head is that he's decided that he's his own best friend and his worst enemy. So might as well keep track of himself.
I was just thinking, the line, hey, I need to get this and done, and I know a guy. Well, I know two.
I know two guys. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of how that's gonna go down. I don't think he'll figure it out or find an end to it, but damn it, he's gonna try.
All right. Well, there's nothing else I can think of to say, except thank you all again. Thank you to the to the previous players.
Wouldn't have got here without you.
Sorry, yeah. To Razor and Sammy. And thanks to Seth for not just creating this wonderful world that I probably have done horrible stuff to and probably made him cry, oh, why are you doing this to my beautiful setting?
I mean, no worse than he does on every campaign ever.
and of course also letting us being part of the alpha test. Of course, which we haven't actually done anything for.
We did that combat test.
Yeah, but I mean for this campaign, the combat test was outside of that campaign.
Fair.
Yeah,
We tried.
Doing that in our next sessions.
Yeah.
Indeed.
This is not the end of our games here. There will be more, with up-to-date rules and different characters. Probably also different players, we'll have to see. But I just want to thank you. Thank you for joining me on this crazy ride and sticking with me.
You say as there's 2 left in the on the roll 20.
I'd like to point out, though.
You're still all in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out.
Yes.
This is the first time that I can openly say that I both lived and died in this campaign.
Yeah.
We made it. We survived, but also we didn't. And I a little bit more often than the others. All without having to change characters.
Yeah, your kitty ratio is a little screwy.
Good grief.
It's
We had
like
fun, didn't we?
it's like finding an enemy team with a murky.
Exactly.
I murk, I die, I murk again. Also, I'm small.
All right. And any of you want to say anything else?
Thank you, and thank you for having me. It's been fun. Been kind of a crazy ride too.
And I would also like to mimic that. Thank you for having me and including me. I am sorry my schedule got a little bit iffy towards the end there.
It's okay. We made it.
Yeah, I would also like to say thank you, and I'm sorry for the constantly having to poof for a couple minutes repeatedly.
You are all welcome.
Congrats, guys.
Yeah, saw it through to the end.
We made it.
We're alive.
We
Now we
did it!
going to Disneyland.
Disney World. Exactly.
All right. Well, for the final time for this campaign. Goodbye, viewers.
Farewell, viewers.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm going to Longbow.